He's been out there as the captain of Rajasthan Royals this season, and again he's elected to bowl first today. And if we talk about the playing 11 for both the teams, we've got Ajinkya Rahane, Josh Butler, Sanju Samson, Rahul Tripathi, Ashton Turner, Stuart Binnie, Jofra Archer, Shreyas Gopal, Jaydev Unadkat, Dhaval Kulkarni and Ish Sodhi for the Rajasthan Royals. There are three changes with Ashton Turner, Stuart Binnie and Ish Sodhi coming into the playing 11 for Rajasthan Royals. While for the home team, the Kings 11 Punjab, Lokesh Rahul and Chris Gayle at the top of the order, followed by Mayank Agarwal, David Miller, Mandeep Singh, Nicholas Puran, the wicket-keeper, Ravichandran Ashwin, the skipper, Murugan Ashwin, Mohammad Shami, Mujibur Rahman and Arshdeep Singh. So Arshdeep Singh making his debut today, the youngster getting his cap, and it will be hopefully a good outing for him. Moses Enriquez was set to make his debut but unfortunately got injured before the start of play today, so he is not in the Kings 11 Punjab playing 11. So quickly again, a reminder that Rajasthan Royals have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. As far as the head-to-head is concerned between the sides, we'll get to that, but before that, I am Karthik Sena. With me in Cricket Lounge at the moment is Paritosh Joshi. Very good evening, Paritosh. We're expecting a cracker of a game today.
A cracker of a game and a cracker of a cold war between Josh Butler and Ravichandran Ashwin. As we all know, in the last match he was man-carried by Ravichandran Ashwin. So that will be interesting to see how he reacts when Ravichandran Ashwin is at the other end while Josh Butler is bowling. For Rajasthan Royals, the victory against Mumbai Indians was a big up, and Kings 11 Punjab also want to get on road and get some victories under their belt. So it will be a very interesting encounter between the two sides who are currently in the middle of the table and wanting to have a place by the end of it in the playoffs.
Well, as far as the IS Bindra Stadium, the PCS Stadium in Mohali is concerned, it's been a good outing for Kings 11 Punjab, the home team. They have a 3-1 win-loss record at home this season, and Josh Butler, he scored 4 half centuries in his last 4 innings against Kings 11 Punjab. He certainly want to continue with that run, but this time trying to stay in the crease at the non-strikers end, because how Ashwin man-carried him, that probably will still be playing in his mind. As far as the head-to-head is concerned between the two sides, 18 matches played between Kings 11 Punjab and Rajasthan Royals, and Punjab have won 8 of those, while the Royals have registered 10 victories. So pretty much neck to neck, almost equal. Just a gap of 2 wins is what Rajasthan Royals have, and it's a chance here for Kings 11 Punjab to close that gap to 1 in the head-to-head. Before we get going again, another reminder that it is Rajasthan Royals who've won the toss. They've elected to bowl first, and the good thing is that Chris Gayle show will be at the PCS Stadium. Hopefully for the Punjab fans, he will go on and try and get some big runs on the board. We're not very far away from the start of play in match number 32 of the Premier League. Both the umpires are striding out. We got the players from Rajasthan Royals out in a huddle, and not very long before the start of play. Very shortly they'll be out, followed by the batsmen from Kings 11 Punjab. Australia, Bangladesh, New Zealand and India, they've announced their World Cup squad as well. So during the game we'll talk about the squads announced by these 4 nations. Obviously we spoke about the Indian team announced yesterday, and apart from that we got Australia, Bangladesh as well. New Zealand announced their squad I think about a week or so ago, because the Black Caps, well, they're like, we have these, we're going to go on and win with these. Reminder that match number 4 of the season was between the two sides, Rajasthan versus Punjab at the Savai Man Singh Stadium, and it was Kings 11 Punjab who came out on top. A 14-run win, and all of that thanks to a run out by Ashwin of Josh Butler, which was a point of controversy, a topic of debate for a very long time, the man-cutting, and we will hopefully not relive those memories again today, but you never know with Ashwin out there, as well as we got Josh Butler in there too. So the news is that Rajasthan Royals have won the toss, opted to bowl first. Do you want a man-cut again today?
Probably Josh Butler would be on his toes right now, and he wouldn't let that happen. Although Ashwin, according to him, he'll never have a second thought about it if the opportunity arises, and he'll do it again. So that won't be a problem for him, but for Josh Butler it'll be a problem if something like this happens again and again, because we have seen in the past that Josh Butler has been guilty of this, getting out of the crease just before the bowler has bowled. So he'll be now very proactive even when not on the playing side, not on the strike. So that will be interesting to see. Here KL Rahul is opening for them, and this pair, along with David Warner and Johnny Bairstow for SRH, have been the two opening partnerships which have clicked. Other teams have quite struggled in their opening department, and the Punjab side will look forward to have a strong partnership at the top with Chris Gayle scoring at his blistering pace, along with KL Rahul, who is a strong batsman, and he has just now been included in the World Cup squad as well. So he'd like to prove a point and prove his case for a place in the playing 11.
Absolutely, he'll be high on confidence. Will be KL Rahul after being included in the World Cup squad for India. As far as the pitch is concerned, looks nice and looks a good batting wicket with a sheen of grass as expected at Mohali, and might prove to be a high-scoring encounter, especially with players like Gayle, Butler, Rahul all in action today. Seconds away from the start of this contest between Kings 11 Punjab and Rajasthan Royals at the PCA Stadium, the IS Bindra Stadium as well, it's called, in Mohali, and with there will be Jaidev Untitled, who will start off proceedings for Rajasthan Royals, while for Kings 11 Punjab, Chris Gayle, more than 4,000 runs in the IPL, the universe boss, along with KL Rahul out there to open the innings. It will be Rahul who will take the strike, and Untitled will come in with a slip in position to try and deliver early wickets, and straight away right on the money, good length delivery in line with the off stump and played away defensively. No runs on that occasion, and what a controversial and a memorable game that turned out to be. The match number 4 of this IPL, when these two sides were against each other at the Savai Man Singh Stadium in Jaipur, and it was the Kings 11, the Rajasthan Royals, who were cruising along before that incident when Ashwin did run out to Josh Butler. 84 wickets in 88 matches for Dhaval Kulkarni. I beg your pardon, it's Dhaval Kulkarni who started off the bowling for Rajasthan Royals, and he'd be hoping to deliver a few wickets as the first runs now on the board as Rahul dabs one away towards widest mid wicket and collects an easy single. So 1 for no loss, Kings 11 Punjab, and we've seen how KL Rahul and Chris Gayle have done a good job as far as the top of the batting order is concerned for Kings 11. Is 62 matches for KL Rahul in the IPL, 1,719 runs before this, highest being 100, and he has a strike rate of 137.52 and an average in excess of 41. So that's good and great figures as far as the opener is concerned. And now it will be the universe boss. That's what his bat says as well. Gayle, Chris Gayle on strike, and we'll be hoping to see a Gayle storm in Mohali today. Well, we've seen him get off the mark a little slowly, takes his time going, and then gets into the act, and again very cautious in approach, leaves the first delivery and lets that go. We got Karthik supporting Rajasthan Royals on our YouTube feed. We got Harish Vasawa as well. As far as his support is concerned, he's with the Rajasthan Royals too, and we got Bhagwan Thakur and Sushant Kandalkar all tuning in as well. RR is here to stop Punjab and not win the tournament, says Tenzin Sungrung. We'll see if that turns out to be true, and again lets it go, does Chris Gayle. So he's certainly made it a habit of starting off slowly and then getting into the act and getting those big hits going. 1 for no loss after 4 overs, and it will be good for Kings 11 if these two can settle in, get a start going.
Yeah, that will be, and that'll what will be in the mind of these two players, as Chris Gayle has certainly realized his roles and responsibilities as an opener for Punjab, because usually we have seen in the past that he was a quick starter. He got off the blocks early and was looking to hit the ball right at the first, right from the first ball. And that has not been the case lately. He has certainly matured a little, given that his career is now at almost the dusk, and at this age he is willing to change his ways. Is certainly a sign that he is quite serious about this squad, as he was not being elected earlier in the auction, and Punjab certainly provided him with the chance, and he has been up to it. He has scored runs for them and is a threat now for every bowler of every squad whenever they are playing Punjab. KL Rahul has been in sensational form for Punjab when talked about IPL, because we have seen time and again he has been inconsistent for Indian side, but for Punjab he continues to plunder runs, and that is one worry for Rajasthan as a team, because if these two click, then it will be very, very difficult for them to stop these two players.
Absolutely, and we got A lot of you tuning in. Sameer Salim Khalifa saying hello. And along with that, we've got Gayle, Jaya and BDPCSP. Priyanka Patel saying Punjab will win today. Aji Krishna also tuning in, and Entertainment and Cricket Fever says, sir, please take care of Blind while doing commentary and do ball by ball. Unfortunately, we can't do ball by ball. This is something that is something we're not doing, but we will try and bring you all the updates and all the latest action in this contest as the match progresses. Then over number 1 is bowled. It's 2 for no loss at the moment are the Kings 11 Punjab after over number 1. A decent start for the likes of Rajasthan Royals and Dhaval Kulkarni, who started the proceedings for the home side. And Sameer Salim is asking, is Sarfaraz playing in the 11? I don't think he is included, is Sarfaraz Khan. There are 3 changes in both teams. While we got Krishnappa Shore and Krishan Shoren saying Punjab will win the match. Jaideep Unnatkar will now start the proceedings from the other end. The left-arm fast bowler will come in and bowl over number 2 with Gayle on strike. I'm talking about Jaideep Unnatkar. I think Chris Gayle will certainly have happy memories of being up against Jaideep Unnatkar. He scored 60 runs of just 22 deliveries against Unnatkar with 6 fours and 4 sixes without being dismissed, and that's a strike rate of 272 against the left arm pacer. So yes, Jaideep will have to be very, very cautious and make sure he doesn't give it away. And Javeer Ahmed tuning in saying Gayle is a strange person and he hits like a cruel person. Well, he is strange because off late he's just modified his approach a bit, gets settled in, gets his iron, and then starts to go for those big hits, and that has proved very successful for Chris Gayle. He's got Gayle Storm written or something like that, Gale Force written on his shoe, and he's got Universe Boss on his bat. Sarup Auchar supporting Chennai, but that's for another day because Chennai are not playing. Morton Biswas supporting Kings 11 Punjab, while Pooja Sharma as well supporting Punjab in this contest. We've got all of you tuned into our YouTube channel. Apart from that, Facebook, Twitter is where you can catch Cricket Lounge, and also download the app called Sports Flashes from available on Android and iPhone, iOS, and there as well you can catch the services of Cricket Lounge. As well as at the moment the score is concerned, it's 2 for no loss with 1.3 overs bowled at the moment, and it is Rajasthan Royals who had won the toss and elected to bowl first in this contest.
Now this KL Rahul guy is very crucial for Punjab side, as he'll want to score some runs just before going for the World Cup. And as we all know that India don't have another series, but even the miss hit is going for 6. What a fumble there from Archer, and now what do they do? Because you don't get chances this of getting this man out of there, and Rahane has certainly not very appreciated that from Jofra Archer. He had a chance there. An acrobatic act might have helped him.
More than acrobatic, I'd like to call it lethargic and lazy. Just sticking his left hand out, hoping the ball will stick. And in the end, had it stuck as well, he was anyways going out of the boundary. So 6 for Chris Gayle. First 6 of the innings. Gale Storm has begun in Mohali. 8 for no loss, Kings 11 Punjab. And Unnatkar once again at the receiving end. Yes, Pooja Sharma, Gagandeep and Sanket Rana. It is a 6. We got Amandeep Singh Bhutar tuning in, supporting Punjab. And we got Manish Raikwar supporting Rajasthan. This one is a clean one though from Chris Gayle. No one's going to catch that. That's another 6. Another one in the slot. And Gayle goes, thank you very much. Back-to-back 6s. And we got Preeti Zinta, Sonu Sood in the crowd there, enjoying this display of monstrous batting by Chris Gayle. Took his time, and now he's raced away to a couple of 6s, and with that he's now on 13 of 8 deliveries. Before that he was on 1 of 6. So that tells you how quickly Gayle can change things.
Yeah, he took his time and now has 2 6s, consecutive 6s on Unnatkar. He has been the most expensive player in the auctions consecutively, and has certainly not backed that statement about himself. And Chris Gayle could very well dismantle him here as he had done in the previous game, but the only time will tell will that happen. If Chris Gayle keeps going at this pace, it will be game over for Rajasthan side, as it is on the home turf of Kings 11 Punjab. Smart batting there, just nudges it and not tries to go for a big one again. What do you say about that?
Well, very smart, and think Chris Gayle is doing a good job. He knows he's got 12 of the overs, so dubs one away, and with that, it's 2 overs gone. 14 for no loss, Kings 11 Punjab. 13 for Chris Gayle and 1 for KL Rahul. 2 runs coming from the first over bowled by Dhaval Kulkarni, and now 12 of the first over bowled by Jaydev Unnatkar. Gayle got a 47 ball 79 against Rajasthan Royals in the match they played earlier in the tournament, and it was 184 that Kings 11 Punjab scored, and then chasing 185 in the end. Rajasthan Royals were could only manage 170, but what an innings that was. 8 boundaries and 4 sixes for Chris Gayle at a strike rate of 168.09. So Gayle has done a terrific job in the IPL this season. Released by Royal Challengers Bangalore, and he's come out saying, well, it's your loss, Bangalore, and the way things are going for Punjab, they are gunning for top 4, while Bangalore, right at the bottom of the Indian Premier League table. In comes Kulkarni to start a fresh over. A good looking drive, but straight to covers. No runs on that occasion. 14 for no loss at the moment are Kings 11 Punjab after losing the toss and being put into bat first. First 6 that was away towards deep square leg, almost clearing the fence, almost and could have been caught had there been a better fielding attempt. And then the other one, clear and clean as a clean hit. You can see over long on out of the park for a maximum. We got Nagaraju Palanti, always the side of RCB is what he says, so he's supporting Royal Challengers Bangalore despite their poor form. And Pooja Sharma, Gagandeep Singh, Sanket Rane, and Tenzin Sungrab says audience must wear helmet while Gayle is batting. I think that's very well advised.
Very concerned fan here.
Absolutely. And just the way Chris Gayle bats, and if he gets going, I won't be surprised that there will very soon be a stand outside the PCA Stadium in Mohali. Someone just selling helmets to people getting in. Anjana, what about the toss? Well, it was Rajasthan Royals, Anjana, who won the toss and elected to bowl first. And now it's Punjab batting. A single there for KL Rahul takes the score up to 15 for no loss. As far as the toss is concerned, Rana has been very good with that this season. 8 times he's come out for the toss and he's won it 6 times.
He has won it 6 times, but it will be better, and he'll trade that any time of the season if that toss translates into the wins for the team because he wants a playoff spot. They have been denied time and again, many a times by Mumbai Indians, and they certainly don't like it as they were the initial winners of the IPL trophy in the very first season, and then they have been they have fumbled time and again, and this time around they have a good squad, but they have been up and down with their form and certainly hasn't helped their case.
Slower off cutter there and gets the outside edge of Gayle's bat, but a good stop by the wicket keeper, putting in a dive to his left. Had that been a normal pace delivery, would have carried to Sanju Samson, but excellent stop diving to his left. And once again, slower cutters coming in from Dhaval Kulkarni straight away. 15 for no loss as Chris Gayle is on strike. Full toss. Gayle cuts that outside edge. Beats third man. That will be a boundary there. They had the fielder in Ish Sodhi in the 30-yard circle. Wilton offer looks to drive. Gets the edge. Does Gayle. Doesn't matter for Chris Gayle. Edge or middle of the bat. They generally seem to get to the boundary. And again, through towards third man for a 4. And Nirmal Kumar supporting Kings 11 Punjab here. And Anjana, we've spoken about the scorecard. The scorecard isn't available. It's out and down due to some technical difficulties. And with the IT team is working on it very soon. We will try and get it back up as soon as possible. But in the meantime, we will try and give you all the score updates. 19 for no loss at the end of over number 3.
Talk about confidence of Chris Gayle, just scoring boundaries at will, and the way you were talking about his stickers on his feet, on his pads, he doesn't require any sponsors. He's like, okay, mate, you're not sponsoring me, I'm sponsoring myself.
Universe boss on the bat, Gale Force on his boots. Well, that is Chris Gayle for you, no problem at all. But yes, what a player, a modern day great as far as, and I think I have to say, one of the greatest T20 players of all time in this generation is Chris Gayle, and Andre Russell, his compatriot, catching up to him as well. I think a trick or two is what he's learned from Chris Gayle as Andre Russell.
Along with Karen Pollard.
Karen Pollard, obviously he's been there, but as far as the batting is concerned, there's no one better than Chris Gayle in T20 format.
There hasn't been anyone, and the score of 175 for RCB just goes on to prove how lethal he is. If he gets going, it's very difficult to stop this fella because he is known for scoring big runs along with big sixes. He'll continue scoring these big sixes, and the the total run will mount, and certainly that is in the mind of the captain Ajinkya Rahane. So as he has brought on Jofra Archer, Jofra Archer has been quite good for Rajasthan with the bat and with the ball. He won them quite some games last season around. He'll go for it in this season also, and will KL Rahul struggle against him?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. It's Jofra Archer coming into bowl over number 4 and single of the very first delivery. And you spoke about KL Rahul. Rahul's batting strike rate against Jofra Archer across the 2 matches during the previous edition. Rahul scored 51 of only 21 deliveries, so that's a strike rate of 204. And he hit them for 4 fours and 3 sixes without getting dismissed. So just like Chris Gayle likes to bat against Jaydev Unadkat, Rahul very happy to be up against Jofra Archer in as far as his batting is concerned. 24 no loss, and Punjab to win, says Sanket Rane, and Gagan. We'll have to wait and see who he supports. He's also supporting Punjab, obviously, and another delivery here, but well fielded in the cover cordon. No runs on the occasion. A big miss will be Sam Curran not playing today for Kings 11 Punjab. In fact, 3 changes they've got as far as the Kings 11 Punjab and the Rajasthan Royals are concerned. Both sides have made 3 changes each. Stuart Binney comes in as well. We'll talk about that, but we've seen a few excellent catches so far this season as the next delivery is worked away. Deep third man, easy single for Chris Gayle. He moves up to 18 now, 21 for no loss. And as far as Rahane and Rajasthan are concerned, well, they've got Stuart Binney coming in, Ashton Turner coming in, and Ish Sodhi coming in. While for Punjab, they've got Mujibur Rahman back. They've got obviously Sam Curran out and Miller coming back into the side, and Moises Enriquez, who was set to make his debut today, got injured and he isn't in the side for the Punjab outfit. And a young debutant in Arshdeep Singh has been included in the side for Kings 11 Punjab. And well, we got Zara Khan and Sham Deshpande all tuning in. Mehendi Laela asking the score. It's 21 for no loss at the moment for Kings 11 Punjab. Remember, it was Rajasthan Royals who won the toss and they elected to bowl first.
Certainly this Punjab side, they have lagged in the middle order. So what they have done as openers, their openers have provided them with the runs, but their middle order has been somewhat shaky, and Sam Curran not playing in this particular match. Moises Enriquez getting injured right before the match. That will certainly affect the proceedings as we go forward. If they lose 2-3 wickets right under the 10 over mark, they're in trouble for the later part of the innings.
Well, I think a lot will depend upon this partnership, the opening stand, and a lot will depend on how Chris Gayle goes on and gets tunes in the Gale Storm. All the other hand, KL Rahul will be hoping that he can anchor the innings and go on and play a sheet anchor role. Salim Sufi along with Arun Kumar and Shishram Tanwar, a very warm welcome to Cricket Lounge. You got Rauf Ansari as well as another cracking shot by KL Rahul, but wonderfully fielded, equally well fielded at backward point, and no runs on that occasion for KL Rahul. 4 overs gone. It's 21 for no loss at the moment. Are the side batting first in Kings 11 Punjab. 21 for no loss after 4 overs, and with that there's a change in Cricket Lounge. Party those taking a break. I've got Wali Siddiqui back with me in the box. Welcome back, Wali.
Thanks, Karthike. And it is 21 for no loss. Chris Gayle has got off to a really good start. He's on 18 of 14 deliveries, just 1 boundary and 2 sixes under his belt. And it's KL Rahul who seems to be struggling on the other end. Just 3 runs of 10 deliveries, and most of that has to do with good fielding, because there was some athleticism shown in the field whenever he used to go for the extravagant drive. Good fielding there by the cover fielder. But coming back to the game, there's another single taken by Chris Gayle. Guided towards point, a quick single, and KL Rahul will be the man back on strike. Score moves on to 22. after 2.1 overs, and Gayle is on 19 of 15 deliveries. It will be a really good contest, and talking about the average score, it's around 160, 170 over here, and I guess Rajasthan Royals will be the happiest side chasing over here.
Well, I think Rajasthan Royals certainly, they won the toss, elected to bowl first. Ashwin said, for the captain of Kings 11 Punjab as well, that he wanted to bowl first as well. And what a problem that has been. That Moises Enriquez comes in, was set to make his debut, and just got injured and had to be carried off the field with the support of two other players. So that's a big blow for the side, as the next one is punched away. And Kulkarni has bowled very well today. No runs on that occasion, 22 for no loss. We got Rauf Ansari supporting Rajasthan Royals. Apart from that, we got Mohammad Yunus and Jitendra Patel, who likes the batting of Chris Gayle. Well, when he's on song, everybody loves him. And Anjana, who is actually from Mohali, is saying the match is happening very close to where she lives, although she's still enjoying Cricket Lounge. Thank you very much, Anjana. And apart from that, the score, it is 22 for no loss. And now, once again, beautifully cut through to his backward point, but excellent field placement there. They've got Stuart Binney and deep backward point fence, and that will just be a single there for KL Rahul. He's got off to a very slow start as Rahul, just 4 of 12 deliveries.
23 for no loss, and yes, so we've seen that as well, that angle from KL Rahul as well. He usually starts off slow, but once he gets in touch, he makes sure that he targets a bowler, gets 3 or 4 boundaries from that, and then from that over, there's no stopping him, and exactly that is something which he will be eyeing over here as well, because Chris Gayle is providing adequate support from the other end. He will strike another boundary over here. What a shot that was. A slower shot ball by Dhaval Kulkarni, just cuts it away, didn't even use the power, he just times it to perfection. With that boundary, the score moves on to 27, while Gayle moves on to 23.
Wonderful shot there. Generally we see power from Chris Gayle, but this one was a finesse, and cuts that away through to his backward point for a boundary. Another 4 here takes the score to 27 for no loss. We got Sunil Notani from Ivory Coast tuning in, says hi, hello Sunil sir, how are you? And of course Yashvi Dubey, we remember you. How are you doing at the moment? And apart from that, Gyanu Shah, who supports Delhi Capitals, but today supporting Rajasthan Royals. In the meantime, edge and over the slip corner, and will that go all the way? Yes, it will. 6 of the bat of Chris Gayle. What a shot that. He's raced away to 29 now as Gayle. Punjab are now 33 and more than an edge. It was very delicately and deliberately played there by Chris Gayle.
Well, who says Chris Gayle is all about power? He can be all about deftness as well, and that is exactly what he showed over here. Tried to target Chris Gayle with the bouncer. All he does is just does the matrix move, bends down slightly and guides it over. Third man for a big 6. 34 for no loss. He just takes a single over here. 5 overs gone, and Chris Gayle will be happy to retain the strike in the next over. And talking about the YouTube comments section, Anjana is here with us. Salim Shah, Darshan King, Hardev Singh saying that he loves Rajasthan Royals. Sunil Nathani also saying that he loves the innings played by KL Rahul in the US against West Indies. Yes, we do remember that. He struck his 100.
Miami, Florida, Lauderhill is where he played that innings, although I think in the end it ended up in the
West Indies winning the game.
West Indies winning the game, but what an innings that was. Absolutely, Sunil. It was a cracker of an innings. We got Darshan King saying he loves RR. So Rajasthan Royals, a lot of support for Rajasthan Royals as well as Kings 11 Punjab as well. Surendra Sahu says Kings 11 Punjab will win. Quick reminder, 5 overs have been bowled. It's 34 for no loss, and of the 34, 30 coming off the bat of Chris Gayle. 30 of 18 deliveries, 3 sixes and 2 fours for Chris Gayle, while KL Rahul, he's made a very sedate start. Only 4 of 12 deliveries that he has faced. Dhaval Kulkarni was bowled 3 overs, giving away 20 runs, and the other hand, Jofra Archer, 1 over, 2 runs, and it will be Archer who will come in and bowl the final over of the power play. I like RR, but I am Punjabi to support Punjab, but I don't like Ashwin, says Anjana. Well, obviously after what he did to Jos Buttler, I think he's lost quite a few fans as Ashwin after munkering the England batsman. So well, it's I think Anjana, you're torn between two ends. You are from Punjab, but you support like RR. Who do you support? That'll be a good thing. Something that you don't want to be stuck in between. Navneet Yala supporting Kings 11 Punjab. Chawan Bishwas tuning in as well. And Jitendra Patel says, one time I was all-rounder with the fast bowling speed of 150. Well, where were you when the Indian team were looking for a tear-away fast bowler, Mr. Jitendra Patel. In the meantime, Gayle goes for a heave and misses it. 34 for no loss, and the keeper fails to gather it, and that's gone for 4 byes.
Oh, what a bad collection there by Sanju Samson, and that's just free runs for Kings 11 Punjab. Score moves on to 38 with that, and was there an edge? We'll just have to take a look. I don't think there was an edge. It just fell short of him, and it was a slower bouncer, and 4 additional runs. But I think Jofra Archer should be disappointed with himself as well, because there was half a chance at square leg. He could have done much better over there. We've seen much better catches being taken at the IPL, and had he taken that catch of Chris Gayle, then I suppose half the job would have been done. But he does it this time, because he gets his wicket, nicks it, and gives it to the wicket keeper, Jofra Archer. Chris Gayle's breezy innings of 30 comes to an end. What a delivery that was by Jofra Archer.
And this time, no mistake by Sanju Samson. Pitching in line with middle stump, seaming away. A bit of movement as well. Off cutter from Jofra Archer. Gets the outside edge, just brushes and kisses the bat and goes away towards the wicket keeper. And Samson completes the catch. Big blow for Kings 11 Punjab. Big Gayle, universe boss Chris Gayle, gone for 30 of 22 deliveries, and Punjab now are 38 for 1, and they've lost the big man Chris Gayle of just 22 deliveries is what he scored, 30, but he's gone. Jofra Archer strikes, and that's 38 for the loss of 1 wicket. Still 2 deliveries remaining in the power play though. Navneet Yadav, I've read your comment, thank you so much for the love. I got Gagan Deep and Hardev Singh. The best player of Rajasthan Royals is Butler, according to him. Nilesh Yadav saying today Kings 11 Punjab will certainly win. Gayle out. Yes, Anjana, Gayle is gone. And Nilofar Bashir is liking our coverage. Thank you very much. And Jitendra Patel is from Daman, and he was playing from Gujarat, where he used to clock 140. Well, that's excellent. And apart from that, Yashvi Dubey Archer got the arrow right into the Gayle storm. Absolutely very well done there, Yashvi Dubey. While Tenzin Sungrab says Punjab is now goners.
38 for 1, and this is a story which we haven't seen much often from Kings 11 Punjab's end, because one opener usually has to stay until the end, otherwise the score usually turns out to be a really weak one. Though KL Rahul is over there, he does seem to struggle as of now. He's on 4 of 12 deliveries, and Mayank Agarwal, well, we have to talk about him as well. He's played 72 games in the IPL, 1,134 runs, strike rate of 126.4, and 14 number of times he scored way above 30, but we have to talk about the newest edition of Mayank Agarwal ever since getting that international call-up, playing the test match for Team India against Australia. He's looked like an even better, much better, an upgraded version of Mayank Agarwal, and he's looking to score the runs, he's looking to score quick fire runs, and he's also bagged a couple of player of the match awards this season as well. Score is 39 for 1, and that was a good over by Jofra Archer. The power play comes to an end, and I think it's the Rajasthan Royals who have edged this one.
Absolutely, it's a good start to the power play for Rajasthan Royals with the dismissal of Chris Gayle. 6 overs gone, that's the end of the power play. Mayank Agarwal is the new man who's come out to join KL Rahul, and with that 39 for the loss of 1 wicket, so 6.5 the current run rate for Kings 11 Punjab. And an interesting comment in our YouTube chat from Abdul Mustafa says the day RCB are playing, I should drop him an SMS. Well, Abdul, RCB are playing day after tomorrow, and that's Friday the 19th of April, and they will be up against Kolkata Knight Riders. Do tune into Cricket Lounge on 19th April for RCB versus KKR as well. I doubt I will be able to send you a text message though. And Dhoni is a great leader by example. Absolutely, Sunil, we agree with you. And Abdul Mustafa again saying today Rajasthan Royals will win. Indrajit Brar says KL Rahul will be out very soon, and he wants 6s as well. I'm not very sure whose side he's on. He wants Punjab to score, and he wants Punjab to lose wickets as well. And Tenzin Sungrab agreeing with Sunil Latani, saying absolutely, Mahendra Singh Dhoni is loved by each and everyone. And Hardev Singh says Rajasthan Royals will win this edition of the Indian Premier League. And very loose Kings team now, says Rajan Luitel. Well, we'll have to wait and see how they perform. At the moment, it's Ish Sodhi, the leg spinner from New Zealand, who has been given the ball now to come in and bowl over number 7. Single of the first delivery. of his story. Mayank Agarwal, a very busy cricketer. He likes to get those singles, doubles going, and then an odd boundary. He's on a runner ball too at the moment is Mayank Agarwal. KL Rahul now on strike. This will be interesting as he drives one away for a quick single, does KL Rahul. And Jitendra Patel says, say my name, why UV is disappointing in team. Well, I'm not very sure why it's disappointing, but he started off well with that half century for Mumbai, but then his form has tapered off. We got Navneet Yadav. Why did Raina not get selected for the 2019 World Cup team? I'm not very sure. You may ask MSK Prasad. He's the head. Well, we got Unnati Patel tuning in, and Advocate D.D. Sarkar has asked a question. How many centuries Chris Gayle has in T20 cricket? All of you tuned in. Let's give Mr. Sarkar his answer. Can you go on and tell me? I know how many he has, and let's go and see how many of you get it right. How many centuries does Chris Gayle have in T20 cricket? It could be any form of T20 cricket, as Mayank Agarwal now launches one over the head, and that's gone all the way. 6 for Mayank Agarwal. That's hit as clean as a whistle. Flighted delivery, and he gets down on one knee, plays it over his Sodi's head, the bowler's head, and that's gone for a maximum 6 for Agarwal, and that will give him a lot of confidence. I'll give you a hint. He's got 2 hundreds in T20 internationals as Chris Gayle, and he's got 6 hundreds in the IPL. Those are 8. Now you can also count the other hundreds he may have got in other T20 tournaments across the world. So that's a big question. All those tuning in, let us know, what do you think? A single now followed by the 6, turning out to be a good over this Wally. 11 of it already.
Absolutely. Welcoming his story to the squad with a 6, Mayank Agarwal over here. And I was thinking that he is a really good addition for the Rajasthan Royals, because there is now someone who will be able to provide Shreyas Gopal with that support. And this might be very well the new spin twins of Rajasthan Royals. If you talk about Ish Sodi's IPL career, it hasn't been as impressive as he wants. 6 IPL games played, 5 wickets taken with an average of 27. And if you talk about his T20 internationals, in his T20 internationals for the New Zealand side, 33 matches he's been a part of for the New Zealand, has taken 43 wickets for them with a best of 3 for 18. So he does have it in him to pick the wickets. And if you want to highlight one performance of his, you have to look at that innings, the second innings in which the first T20 game between India and New Zealand took place at Nagpur. You have to look at that. Him as well as Mitchell Starner, they were hunting in packs, and they made it quite difficult for the team Team India, and also bundled them out for 75 runs. So this might be an interesting contest. Coming back to the score, it's 50 for the loss of 1 wicket, and what a shot that was by Mayank Agarwal. You have to praise the man. The good thing about him is that he doesn't play cross-batted. He always looks for the longer part of the boundary, the safer side of the coin, and it is always down the ground. And he loves playing the spinner, something which has become quite a rarity in today's time, something which is not a preference by the batsman. Batsmen usually prefer pace on the bat, but Mayank Agarwal thrives under spin as well. Sunil Nathari is over here saying that Sanjay Manjrekar was the first player to hit the reverse 6 in reverse sweep. Well, that's good information, Sunil Nathani. So Sanjay Manjrekar did that. Nadeem Bhatt saying that well done Punjab. Navneet Yadav was saying that Kings 11 Punjab will score 200 over here. Anjana saying also with us, Sharma Ji and Nick Boy. Asif K is back with us saying hello. And if we talk about KL Rahul's batting average against the Rajasthan Royals, it's 56. And though he might not be able to get a start over here, he's on 5 of 15. He's still a danger for them. Rahul scored 223 runs across 6 innings against the Rajasthan Royals, including 2 unbeaten 50s in last year's edition of the IPL. So he will also be a danger man. And if you look at Punjab's batting, there's also David Miller in the ranks. There's Mandeep Singh, so quite a bit of batting left, but I think they might be able to miss Sarfaraz Khan today.
Absolutely, I think they will be. Anjana saying 6 centuries in IPL, 2 in T20 internationals by Chris Gayle. That's all right, that's the information I gave you. How many in total does he have, and who's got the most after him? Well, in the meantime, short delivery, Mayank pulls it away, going towards deep mid-wicket. That will be a boundary for Mayank Agarwal. He started off in a good mode, and another 4 here. Poor effort, I have to say, in the deep by the fielder. Was Stuart Binney. I think he puts in a dive, stops the ball, but the ball still rolls away through towards the boundary rope for 4. So 56 for 1. We got Asif K tuning in. Nick Boy also here. Tamil Tech TJ along with Sharma ji and Advocate Didi Sarkar. Please tell me today match number in IPL history. Well, Mr. Sarkar, I've gone waiting for the answer for your first question as well. In the air and over the top. That's another 6 here coming from Mayank Agarwal. What a form this boy is in. Second 6 and a boundary. So none of you are telling me the number of centuries Chris Gayle has in T20 cricket. I'll tell you, he's got 21 centuries in T20 cricket, 14 more than his nearest rival Brendan McCullum. And of those 21, 15 of his T20 centuries have been not out.
Unbelievable. 21 centuries in T20 cricket as well. I just think that this man is the reason why T20 cricket is so popular. And like I said, you might consider him as one of the greatest T20 players, but he tops the list in every aspect. But coming back to this guy, I think MSK Prasad missed a trick, Karthikeya. I think Mayank Agarwal would have been a good shout out at number 4 as well, because he knows how to play the spin, he knows how to counter attack them, and he has a really good technique. So don't you think he would have been a good option there too?
Certainly, I think he would have been a great addition. He's in good form as well, but they said that the IPL form will not go in. He's just completed his 1,000 runs for Kings 11 Punjab as KL Rahul with that single that he's played. But we're talking about Mayank Agarwal, and he looks in sublime touch. 23 of just 9 deliveries for Mayank Agarwal, while KL Rahul looks a bit stuck today. Get back to that. 8 overs gone. It's 63 for the loss of 1 wicket. Kings 11 Punjab. A good over there for Kings 11 Punjab. A boundary and a 6 coming in that as well. So 8 overs gone. 63 for the loss of 1 wicket are Kings 11 Punjab, with Chris Gayle gone for 30. KL Rahul on 6 and Mayank Agarwal on 23 unbeaten at the crease. We'll quickly take a short break, get back with the Cricket Lounge as soon as action resumes at the PCS Stadium, IS Bindra Stadium in Mohali. Till then, you stay tuned to Cricket Lounge and Sports Flashes. We will be back in a jiffy. The score 63 for 1 after 8 overs.
This is Sports Flashes Live.
The flying Finn from Helsinki is on his last lap, looking magnificently good for his 20th World Championship win.
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes. You are listening to Sports Flashes Live. Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. This is Sports Flashes Live. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes, everything about sports. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio. Sports Flashes Radio. World's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes, the official broadcast partner of BCCI. Sports Flashes, everything about sports. Catch all the cricketing action and complete drama at one click of your phone.
He does that. Smack again onside, being peppered. Consecutive boundaries.
Don't miss. Download the app now. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes. One station filled with full football fever.
Thinks about the shot, will go for it, and will plant an absolute cracker into the corner. to put the icing on what is a very sweet-tasting cake for Manchester City.
And you are just one click away.
Sergio Aguero. Oh, that's vicious! Unstoppable!
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Welcome back to Cricket Lounge. 8.2 overs gone, 65 for 1, Kings 11 Punjab. KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal, the two batsmen out there in the middle. And it's Ish Sodhi who's started off over number 9. He gave away a few runs in his first over. And now he's coming back for his second over. Fine leg, third man, backward point and extra cover all in the 30-yard circle. As now Mayank works one away through towards mid-wicket, picks up one. They're looking to come back for the second. Yes, they will. Excellent running between the wickets. This by this young pair of Rahul and Mayank. The score moves up to 67 for 1. I'm Karthik Sinha. With me is Walli Siddiqui in the box. And Gayle is the best in the T20 boss in this universe. And do you agree with me? I was asking Didi Sarkar. Obviously, he is possibly the greatest T20 player of all time with 2100s under his belt. That's the answer to your question as well. He's got 6 in IPL, 2 in T20 international cricket. He's got them all over the world in the Caribbean Premier League, in the T20 last Ram Slam. As he slams one, Mayank, has he got enough on it? It's high, but it's not long enough and it's taken. That's the end of Mayank Agarwal. That's gone. And yes, a very well judged catch taken there. Mayank Agarwal gone. Peter Zinta not very happy with that. While Punjab support, in fact Rajasthan Royal supporters are dancing. It's 67 for 2. Flighted googly and Mayank falls prey.
And he could not get the correction over there, and he's quite disappointed over there. But Jofra Archer making no mistakes in taking that catch, because once it goes high up in the air, it dwindles like a what do you say, that like a top?
Like a top, yes. It's coming down, swinging as well. It's never easy, but he did well, did Jofra Archer, to keep his eyes on the ball. And Asif K, yes, it is Karthike and Walli for you in Cricket Lounge at the moment. And Crap says Anjana that Mayank is gone. Yes, Mayank Agarwal has just been dismissed. We got Pooja Sharma, Pawan Kumar and Akhilesh Yadav all tuning in. Danajit Kot as well. While Akhilesh Yadav says Rajasthan Royals will win this contest. Wicket number 2 down for Kings 11 Punjab. After Chris Gayle, it's Mayank Agarwal. And sometime Gali do hurry. Gayle do hurry. Gayle does hurry is what Jitendra Patel says. Yes, he does. And that's how he bats. And yes, Mayank is out. Anil Singh is gone. Although played a little cameo, quick fire innings from Mayank Agarwal. But in the end, he is gone. Is the right-hander Mayank Agarwal gone for 26 of just 12 deliveries and 67 for 2.
And you can just see the strategic timeout working its magic once again. Ish Sodhi was put under the pump in the previous over by Mayank Agarwal, smashing him for a 6 and a boundary. And what beautiful shots those were. As soon as the momentum breaks, that's what happens to the best of batsmen around the globe. The score now moves on to 68 for the loss of 2 wickets, 8.5. And let me remind you, KL Rahul hasn't moved to the double figures till now. Scores on 68. David Miller is the new man to come in, and it is really important for Punjab's sake that David Miller comes back to his best, because once he gets going, then he is one of the most dangerous middle order batsmen in modern day history.
That's why they call him the Killer Miller. David Miller, although still searching for form this season, and what a time this is for him to get back to his best. 68 for 2. And surprising about KL Rahul today. We'll get back to that as the final delivery wraps him on the pad. Appeal, obviously an excited bunch are the bowlers and the keeper. The umpire says not out. 9 overs gone at 68 for the loss of 2 wickets. This IPL is more for West Indians than the Indians, be it bowling, batting or fielding. Absolutely agree, Asif K. As far as bowling, batting and fielding is concerned, you got the likes of Andre Russell, you got the likes of Chris Gayle obviously in there, Karen Pollard getting back in form, and Alzari Joseph as well doing a terrific job. And now we got Ryan Arjun Singh tuning in. Devon Love is tuning in from Brooklyn, New Jersey, and he says Chris Gayle is definitely universe boss. I do agree, and I think most of us will agree. And Advocate Didi Sarkar is talking with Sautik Dada on the Bengali stream as well. Absolutely. Tell Sautik that Karthik says hi, Mr. Sarkar. We got Sumit Pradhan on as well. He's supporting RR. And we got Satish Pardeshi supporting RR today, in fact. And Anil Singh, KL is taking more time to set here. And yes, and we were talking about that one start for KL Rahul. He averages 55.75 against the Rajasthan Royals. And I think that's one of the best averages you'll ever see. But today, it's not looking like the KL Rahul that we know. He's just scored KL Rahul 9 of 20 deliveries. Would you believe it?
Has he taken a note from MS Dhoni's book? Because that is what he's trying to do ever since the start of the IPL. He did play one really good knock against the Mumbai Indians at the Wankhede Stadium. He went out there from the front foot from the very first delivery. But in his previous 350s as well, we were looking at that KL Rahul was playing a mellow, slow and steady innings, but whenever he came to targeting one bowler, that was it. From that point on, he rejuvenated himself with good cricketing shots, and he accelerated the run rate as well. But I think KL Rahul has changed his game by a notch over here. He's on 9 of 20. The score moves on to 70 for the loss of 2 wickets in 9.2 overs, and the batting to come is not much because it's Nicholas Puran, who doesn't have much experience in the Indian Premier League, Mandeep Singh, who hasn't able to ensure his authority this season, and Ravichandran Ashwin. And coming back to the comments section, then Sunil Nathani saying that don't worry, he will cover and even reach the strike rate of 200. I think he is talking about KL Rahul over here. Asif K saying that it would have been better if the scorecard would be there. Well, we will be soon available with the scorecard as well, Asif. And Anil Singh saying that I think KL Rahul has forgotten that he's playing T20 and not a test match.
Well, it seems certainly that's the way. But now, as far as the points table is concerned, Mr. Sarkar is asking, tell me where Mumbai is. Mumbai is at the moment third in the points table with 10 points from 8 matches, 5 wins and 3 losses. As now, Shreyas Gopal is the man introduced. He'll come bowling over number 10, and Miller sweeps him away for a single. 72 for 2. As far as the top of the table is concerned, is Chennai Super Kings with the 14 points from 18 matches. Delhi Capitals second with 10 points from 8 games. Better run rate than Mumbai, taking them to second. Mumbai third. KKR fourth with 8 points from 8 games, 4 wins, 4 losses. Kings and Punjab as well eighth with 8 points from 8 matches. They are fifth. 4 wins and 4 losses. Sunrisers Hyderabad 6th with 7 games, 3 wins, 4 losses and 6 points. RR Rajasthan Royals are at the moment 7th with 2 wins from 7 games, 5 losses and 4 points. While RCB, we all know where they are. Right at the bottom of the table with just 1 win from 7 games.
CSK and RCB are like parallel opposites because they're going to stay at the top and RCB are going to stay at the bottom, and no one's going to do anything about it. But coming back to this game, Kings 11 Punjab now move on to 74. In fact, KL Rahul finally takes the double over here, and he moves on to 12 or 22 deliveries. There was a bit of intent shown in this delivery. He came down the track, drove the ball towards the cover region and took 2 over here. 74 for 2 after 9.5 overs. Amit Banger with us. Akhilesh Yadav also saying that he's back. Akhilesh Yadav saying that Rajasthan Royals will be the team to win. Senthil Kumar saying hello. Asif K is also there with us. 74 for 2. With that single, the score moves to 75 for 2. And Shreyas Gopal so far 2 overs bowled, 20 runs given, and 10 overs, 75 for 2. So I think Rajasthan will be pretty pleased with this.
I think they certainly will be very pleased. Halfway through the innings for Kings and Punjab, it's 75 for the loss of 2 wickets at the moment in the score. And Chun Grung has just tuned in to our channel and he's loving our work and says Assalamu alaikum Rahmatullah. Well, Walaikum Assalam, says Karthike to Chun Grung, and thank you very much for your love and comment. And Didi Sarkar says your discussion analysis is very interesting. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We try and do our best and get you the latest updates of every contest today and tomorrow and thereon. Respected sir, will you bring live cricket commentary for the ICC World Cup from UK? Yogesh Sen is the one asking that question, and Yogesh, let me guarantee you, yes, we will bring you the live commentary of the ICC World Cup 2019. And Anjana is asking, is Killer Miller out there? Yes, he is. and he is batting at 2 at the moment. Is Killer Miller
Well,
along with KL Rahul.
Anjana wrote Miller the killer, not Killer Miller. It's
Oh,
as if he's
Miller
some
the
sort
killer.
of a murderer.
Oh, psycho, serious serial killer Miller. No, it's Miller the killer. Anjana, it's Killer Miller though. But yes, so we get what you're trying to say. And Ghost Park S says a fantastic coverage. Thank you, Ghost Park. As it's now is Sodi continuing over number 11. Couple of the first deliveries taken the score to 77 for 2. And Yashvi Dubey says, I believe KL's innings going to be the anchor, keeping in mind the World Cup squad. Well, we'll have to wait and see if he can do it, because at the top of the order will be Dhawan and Rohit Sharma, followed by Virat Kohli at 3. And I personally want to see Dhoni at 4, although, who cares what I want. The team
But
management.
we all want him to be at
yeah, we
number
all
4.
would love for him to be there. And thank you, Jitendra Patel, for tuning in every day. And Miller has been a flop this season, says Asif K. Yes, he has been, but it's time for him to turn it around for Kings 11 Punjab. Umash Kumal also tuning in. And MD Joshim says, Hi, Dada. Come on, Asan. I'm good. How are you?
78 for 2 after 10.3 overs, and the reason why this is an important game for the Rajasthan Royals is that just because if I'll just get back to it. Anil Singh saying that I support Rahane, not Ashwin, because Ashwin takes a wicket by cheating. Well, unfortunately, Anil Singh, it wasn't cheating. Yes, you could say that it wasn't with the spirit of the game. Morally, he might be wrong, but he was well within the laws of the game. I think that I'm really eager to see that contest between Ravichandran Ashwin and Josh Butler once they come out to face each other. 79 for 2 in 10.4 overs, and I think he's playing for the number 4 spot in the Indian team right now.
Absolutely, I think so. That's playing on his mind as well as he works one away for a single towards a backward square leg. We got Anil Singh saying still we don't see Killer Miller show. Yeah, we'll have to wait for it. If RR lose, then I think this will be the end for them in this IPL, says Asif K. Well, you never know, because RCB still are harboring host chances and their ways of getting to the playoffs. Although mathematically it may be possible, practically, logically, I think both of them will be done and dusted as far as their chances of qualifying is concerned. Miller down the track, but ball worked away towards wideish long on. Only a single there. 11 overs gone. It's 81 for 2 for the loss of 2 wickets at the moment for Kings 11 Punjab. Now 9 overs remaining. They'd want to get about 90 to 100 runs from here, and that'll take them to 170, 180, which could be a decent score on this wicket.
And Devon Lowe with a comment over here saying that always love the Indian team for the World Cup, but we always put a blind eye to the Pakistan team that reach the final most number of times. Well, this is something which we were talking about yesterday as well. They might not be able to show up consistency in bilateral series, but whenever the ICC tournament comes up, they spring up surprises, because at the end of the day, yes, sir, they have reached a final in the twice occasions, but they managed to win the ICC World T20 when no one was slacking them as the team to be the victorious ones. They've also managed the ICC Champions Trophy.
They defeated
won
India.
the World Cup, so they've actually won the entire set.
Yeah, they have, but well, that's how Pakistan cricket team is, mercurial. You never know. On their best day, they could defeat the best teams in the world, and on their worst day, they could be thumped by Kenya or Zimbabwe or or any. In
Afghanistan.
fact, Afghanistan. I wouldn't want to compare Afghanistan to Zimbabwe. Afghanistan,
you could say Sri Lanka.
are a better team. That's for sure. But yes, 1992 is when they won the World Cup with Pakistan, and 1999, I believe, is when they lost the final to Australia. 2003, it was India-Australia where India lost. 2007, it was again Sri Lanka and Australia, which Sri Lanka lost. Then 2011, obviously, India won, and then 15 back to the Australians went the World Cup. It is Jaydev Unadkat now, after an expensive first over where he gave away 12 runs, reintroduced into the attack. He'll bowl over number 12 and a single of the very first delivery. Manas Jana is tuned in, and Sonu Khan says KL Rahul will make Punjab lose today.
Yes, and many more comments over here with us. Manas Jana, Sonu Khan, Devon Lowe, Asif K, MD Johnson, Anil Singh also here with us. 82 for 2 is the score. 11.1 overs have been bowled, and Jaydev Unadkat will be pretty pleased that Chris Gayle is finally back in the hut, because he didn't want to bowl to the universe boss. He smashed him for over 12 runs in that over, smashed him for 2 sixes if I remember. 11.1 overs, 82 for 2, and that's another good delivery by him. But that's an even better shot by KL Rahul, anticipating the length. came down the track and played it over the fielder's head, who was standing at covers. 86 for 2, and now KL Rahul, you could just see the equation between the balls and runs are now just 7 runs away. He's on 21 of 28, and he might be able to surpass it quite soon.
Well, that's what Sunil Lutani said, that don't worry, he will cover it up, and he's looking like he will. Walks down the track and plays one through the line, inside out, over mid-off, and gets a boundary there. Does KL Rahul. Glorious shot with the full face of the bat as well. And Anil Singh says thank you very much for this coverage, and he always wanted to listen to commentary, and here you are enjoying, so happy to listen. Thank you very much, Anil. While Asif K says Sri Lankan team is the weakest on paper, and they couldn't rebuild the team after retirement of their great players, and I'd agree, and once you have a plethora of players with the likes of let's start from the top. This former skipper Arjuna Ranatunga, Arvind De Silva, Marwan Atapattu, Mahela Jayawardene, then Sanjay Jayasuriya, Chamin Nawaz, Mutaya Muralidharan, Kumar Sangakkara in there as well, Asanka Guru Singhe, and did I say De Silva? Yes, I did mention Arvind De Silva. Kalwitharna, although didn't do a lot, but he still had that aura about him at the top of the order. And Pushpa Naik, all those. I think that's 11 I've already counted.
And even if you look at the second phase of the Sri Lanka team, if you look at the Lasith Malingas, the Nuwan Zoisas, and there was one more bowler who smashed Zahir Khan in the final. I forgot his name. Dhoni smashed him for a 6 on the final over. What was his name again? Do you remember? Dhoni smashes it in style. Who was the bowler?
Nuwan Pradeep.
No, it was someone else.
It was, I think, Nuwan Pradeep
or I guess I don't remember. I forgot his name. So, guys, if you remember that, who Mahendra Singh Dhoni smashed for a 6 in the final delivery to win the World Cup, please do give us that name, because we sort of we've had our brain fade moment over here, but we'll be soon with it. It's
Nuwan Kulusekara.
Kulusekara.
It was Nuwan Kulusekara.
Kulusekara, yes, it was Kulusekara. So these players.
I was about to kill myself.
Right, exactly. How could you forget his name? He was a pretty decent player as well, and these players were actually quite good. But ever since all of them have retired, Rangana Harris was the final missing piece of the puzzle, you would say, because that puzzle is now all in a disarray. They are not able to find the appropriate players. I think that has to do with the domestic circuit, because the domestic circuit isn't doing as well as the Team India's, and that is something which they need to work on if the international team needs to improve.
I think there's a lot of things going on in the Sri Lanka Cricket Board as well, with obviously corruption charges flying in left, right and centre. Sanjay Jayasuriya recently being involved in one of those scandals. So yes, that's another problem going through with Sri Lanka Cricket. Back to the Indian Premier League though, it's 88 for the loss of 2 wickets. So we're into over number 12 right now in the Punjab innings. We got Anju Yadav tuning in today. Welcome back, Anju. And she says Punjab will win today. What's the score? Is asking Ryan Arjun Singh. So Ryan, it's 12 overs gone, 89 for 2 at the moment, the score for Kings 11 Punjab. Nuwan Kulusekara, yes, Sunil Natani is now also confirmed it was Nuwan Kulusekara. And Tahir Raza says hello Tahir, how are you? And apart from that, we got Anil Singh saying India will play cricket match against Pakistan or not, please confirm. Well, I want them to play and I want them to beat them, as simple as that.
Well, they are playing as of now. There are no speculations of it being cancelled. It was being there was being things blown out of proportion not so long ago, but as of now they will be contesting, and definitely we would want to win another game over here. It's like Undertaker's streak in WrestleMania, because he just cannot get
22, and then finally came Brock Lesnar to break it.
How could we forget that? But I hope that Brock Lesnar moment doesn't come anytime soon. I hope once we're in our 90s on our deathbeds, only then that moment occurs. But after we've gone to another world, I guess.
Yes, and now Asif K says everyone wants the match to be held between India and Pakistan, and all the Indians would want to obviously want India to win and make that 7-0, and it was 21 and 1. Oh, sorry, Yashvi, was it 21? Yeah, 21 and 0, and then on to 21 and 1 when Brock Lesnar defeated Undertaker at WrestleMania. Well, I gotta love you guys, man. This is fantastic, and well, we'll have to say the Undertaker streak was 21 and 1. Thank you, Yashvi, for correcting that. I deal with cricket and football a lot. Not an expert on wrestling or WWE. And Anjana is asking how much is KL Rahul on. KL Rahul is batting on 24 of 31 deliveries, and it's now David Miller on strike. He's on 6 of 8. 90 for the loss of 2 wickets as Miller now sweeps one away. He's got hold of that. That will be a boundary. Finally, the old killer Miller showing glimpses of his old self, gets down on one knee and sweeps one away towards backward square leg for a 4.
Playing with a horizontal bat over there, and that will certainly bring in some confidence for David Miller, the South African international. He moves on to 11, 12 with that shot. In fact, he moves on to 10 with that shot. KL Rahul on the other end is on 24, 31 deliveries. But on the very next delivery, Shreyas Gopal bamboozles him and almost gets his wicket, because had he missed that, then he would have been stumped, and that has been David Miller's problem. He isn't a fan of facing spin bowling. On the contrary, Mayank Agarwal is a really big fan of him.
But the problem with a lot of batsmen I've seen this IPL is all of them are struggling to pick the googly, whether it be AB de Villiers, whether it be Virat Kohli. Now we've seen David Miller struggling, although he's been struggling anyway.
Back in the 90s.
Yeah, and then we saw Mayank Agarwal also. He was playing the leg spinner very well. The moment he bowled a googly, he went for the big shot, skied it in the air, and that's been a problem. Pick the googly, and what you do, you pick it out of the hand. What's the score? Says Sanket. It's 95 for the loss of 2 wickets after 12.4 overs, and Om Prakash Gayle says Rajasthan Royals will win. India must avoid the match with Pakistan, according to Anju Yadav. Well, we'll just have to wait and see if that'll be a decision taken by the BCCI or the governing bodies, where we'll just want, if the match happens, that India beat Pakistan. Bad batting from KL Rahul, says Maz Khan, and want to see Chris Gayle in the finals after RCB disgraced him. So Punjab have to win. Devon Love with that opinion. Devon, I'd love it if Chris Gayle goes down and rubs salt in RCB's wounds. Or not that RCB are anyway suffering and struggling. Bottom of the table, Royal Challengers Bangalore.
Absolutely, and he was doing that in the previous game as well. 99 unbeaten against the Royal Challengers Bangalore. Though RCB ended up winning that game. It's 97 for 2 now. 13 overs have been bowled, and that will be the second strategic timeout over here. Let me run you down the score then. Chris Gayle was the man to open the innings. He played a blazing innings of 30. He got dismissed by Jofra Archer of 22 deliveries. Lokesh Rahul is still in there. He's battling on 25 of 32. Mayank Agarwal played 26 of 12. He also was looking good, but Sodhi got his wicket. David Miller is currently the man with KL Rahul accompanied. He's giving him company. He's on 11 of 11, and the final score after 13 overs is 96 for the loss of 2 wickets. And to all the people who are listening to us on YouTube, we will just take a short break. We will be back within a while. You stay tuned to Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes live.
Dhoni finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup. Moves it back. Here's Ronaldo for the hat-trick. And Cristiano Ronaldo does it again.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio.
And what a performance by the number 3 seed, Saina Nehwal, who tomorrow will contest a third All-England semi-final.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
This is Sports Flashes live.
Mika Hakkinen, the flying Finn from Helsinki, is on his last lap. Looking magnificently good for his 20th World Championship win.
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes live. Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. This is Sports Flashes live. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes, everything about sports. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio. Sports Flashes Radio. World's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes, the official broadcast partner of BCCI. Sports Flashes, everything about sports.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Sports Flashes Cricket Lounge. The second strategic timeout has come to an end, and the score is now 97 for the loss of 2 wickets. David Miller just takes a double over here and the score moves to 99 for the loss of 2 wickets. 13.1 overs have been bowled. KL Rahul on the other end, he's playing a sluggish knock as of now. 25 of 32 deliveries. Sodi is bowling his fourth and final over. 24 runs conceded so far, 32 runs worth of partnership, and I'm joined in with Paritosh. And Paritosh, what do you have to say about KL Rahul's innings today? What is he planning?
We have, as far as we have seen, this track is certainly helping the spinners here, as Ish Sori has one victory to his name. He has got 1 wicket, and David Miller, given that he is a very fast player, hasn't really quite lived up to the hype of his name in this particular match. KXIP are 100 for 2 at this moment, and if KL Rahul can accelerate at the pace he usually does, it will be well over 160, and that will be the target, I guess, 170, because at this pitch 170, 180 is a winning target, I guess, for Kings 11 Punjab. It has been a happy hunting ground for them, and KL Rahul has certainly answered my calls, and he has struck one massively into the stands. 6 runs for him, 6 runs for KXIP, and it's a biggie.
It was a half-tracker bowled by A. Sodi. All he had to do was get the connection and the meat of the bat, and that is exactly what KL Rahul does. Just pulls it away to mid-wicket, a big 6. I think that might be of 90 meters or just 2 meters short. 88 meters worth. That boundary was by KL Rahul. The score moves on to 106 for 2. And like we were saying, there was a time when he was on 9 of 28 deliveries, and now if you look at the equation, he's on 31 of 33 deliveries. So that's a positive thing for Kings 11 Punjab. Coming back to the YouTube comment section, and quite a few people are. But before I get there, it would have been another boundary. Good fielding effort by Ashton Turner, who was standing over here.
It has been a good start for him. Good outing with the Rajasthan Royals. He would certainly like to have some backing with the bat, but at this point of time, if these two stay on the crease for 5 to 6 overs more, it will be very, very tough for Rajasthan from there, because at the pace that KL Rahul is looking for now, because he has already played 34 balls and he'll be looking to strike one, but at this point David Miller is showing him his traditional self, and he has gone down the ground straight over the bowler's head, and it's 6 more for KXIP as David Miller moves forward.
What a shot that was, going on the back foot once again. This time it was David Miller, and just hoiks it over long off and putting the pressure back on Rajasthan Royals. After the end of the first strategic time out,
it's not even a long off, it's just over the head of the bowler, and it's massive 6 from David Miller. Killer Miller, as he was called by the fans of Kings 11 Punjab. He hasn't been in form for this team in the last 2 IPL seasons, but certainly he looked to provide them with the batting prowess, as he promises. If you remember 3 seasons back, he had scored a fantabulous century on his own, and he was quite good with the bat, but he hasn't been so in the previous season, and in this season he will certainly have some runs to his name. He would like that.
Well, and let me tell you, David Miller has come in place of Sam Curran, so he does have a point to prove for Punjab. Rinku Arora is joined in with us, supporting Punjab, Kings 11 Punjab. Mohammed Ansari saying hello. Bhaji saying that he's an RCB member. Tahir Raza saying that they will be scoring 170 plus at the Kings 11 Punjab. Navneet Yadav saying that KL Rahul will smash another 100 today. Asif K saying that having my medical entrance exam on 5th and I am still listening to your commentary. Such a huge fan of cricket I am. Well, thank you so much, Asif. It's your love because of which we are going stronger. The score as of now, it's 114 for 2, and now the two batsmen are getting to their brilliant best.
they're certainly looking to provide the Kings 11 Punjab with the pace of runs they promised. Both these names, KL Rahul and David Miller. The partnership now is of 49 runs from 32 balls, and a cameo was played by Mayank Agrawal. He was looking good, but certainly his wicket provided some backdrop. A certain resistance was provided by his wicket for the pace of runs which was provided by KL Rahul, but the arrival of David Miller has certainly boosted his confidence, and now KL Rahul is even scoring with the pace that he usually does. If they continue scoring runs like this, Kings 11 Punjab would fancy themselves a playoff spot.
Absolutely. 116 for the loss of 2 wickets, and we talk about Punjab, then they are struggling as of now on the points table. They are on 5th position, but they will move on to 4th if they do manage to win this game, and if they do manage to win it heavily, then they might quite possibly move to 2nd or 3rd, but you never know. It's a funny game. Rajasthan Royals, for the Rajasthan Royals, it's Jaydev Unadkat who's come back to bowl. This will be his 3rd over. 20 runs conceded so far, and he will be bowling to KL Rahul, and now you can see the best of KL Rahul, because he's just paddled that over fine leg, and he is reminding us of the knock that AB de Villiers played last night, and he's doing exactly that.
Yeah, he's quite big. He's quite big on the run scoring things, and it's a 6 now. But that wouldn't be a welcome thing for Jaydev Unadkat. He has certainly a lot to prove, because he has been given the big bucks to perform in this IPL, and he hasn't proven anything as of now. For KL Rahul, this is flamboyant as the mega screen shows on the stadium, but KL Rahul, he would be certainly one player who will shine for Indian team as well as his IPL outfit. For Kings 11 Punjab, it's welcome news, as KL Rahul has certainly unlocked the shackles and is now scoring at a pace that might well prove to be very, very dangerous for Rajasthan Royals. David Miller, on the other end, is at 23 from 16 balls, and if these both can provide for them with a 50-run partnership in under 20-25 balls, it'll be very, very difficult for the other team to get back into the game, because these two on their own can take the game away from the opposition.
Well, Rinku Arora is surely showing the enthusiasm over in the comments section, saying that Chak De Phatte Punjab. Mohammad Moin Ansari saying that he's enjoying the chit-chat amongst us. Navneet Yadav was saying that Punjab might score 200 and above. Rinku Arora saying that Shabash Rahul. Navneet Yadav saying that KL Rahul just played slow, but let me remind you, Navneet Yadav, this has been the case about KL Rahul in the entire campaign this season. He has taken a note from MS Dhoni's book, and he is looking to build on his innings. But coming back, let's shift the topic from KL Rahul to David Miller, because he's not out of action over here. He's also smashed another 6 over mid-wicket. The score moves on to 127 for 2, and this might turn out to be a really deadly partnership for the Rajasthan Royals.
Kela Miller, as he has called, one step back and somewhat a mixture of back foot drive and helicopter shot as he flicks it towards mid-wicket for a 6. Jaydev Unadkat, for him, the things that are going in the field can't be more bad. But as the screen shows, cat shot. Cat is a word in Punjabi, as they call it, and as the match is being held in Punjab, David Miller is just driving the ball very well today. He is aggressive, he is positive with the mood, and he's certainly not holding back, as has been the case for the past few matches when he has played. He knows that if he has to cement his place, he has to perform now, because there are few of these players, the foreign players, who have made a mark for Kings 11 Punjab this time around, and David Miller, who was certainly permanent in the side, hasn't been so for for some time now, and he looked to provide them with the runs. 166.7 the strike rate at which David Miller is scoring, and if he continues, this might push on to 200.
Well, there is a reason why he is known as Killer Miller, and with him being in the middle order, it just adds for the solidarity to Punjab. But this season he has disappointed quite a few of his fans, and what a shot that was by KL Rahul. Oh my God, that has to be the shot of the IPL for me. What a shot that was. He just goes down the leg stump and then just scoops it in one way towards the point region for a 6. What a shot that was.
Somewhat inside out, somewhat scoop. I don't know what was that, but that was a 6. So much room he took. Nothing wrong with the bowler there. He was bowling wicket to wicket, but What a shot here from KL Rahul. 70 meters the distance, and it's not a short boundary. It's 70 meters, and it's just landed inside the boundary, and it's just what can a bowler ek wari over the last screen says, but what has this lad done here? KL Rahul has been unstoppable for Kings 11 Punjab, as he was quite good last season, but this time around they will look to build on his performances with performances from Gayle and Miller and have a playoff spot on their own, because this team is looking quite good in this IPL.
134 for 2. With that, the score moves on to, and this time he does a sensible thing, and he will take the 2. Does he? Will he be able to take? Yes, he moves on to 45 for that. So what an expensive over that was. 20 runs coming off of it, and the Punjabi fans are enjoying. Rinku Arora saying Chak de Fate once again. Navneet Yadav is saying that KL Rahul and Miller are in charge right now where they are. Pankaj Dahare wishing for a wicket over here, and 909 saying that Rahul for me should be in the World Cup selection. Well, he is in the World Cup squad. Sujit Kumar saying that Rahul is the best player, and Navneet Yadav also saying that Rahul has played really well. 136 for 2 after 15 overs. KL Rahul is on 45 of 38 deliveries, while David Miller is on 30 of 18, and Rajasthan will need a wicket right now.
They need a wicket certainly, because the pace at which these two are scoring runs, if they get 2 overs more, it's game set and match for Punjab here, because this pitch is assisting spinners, and Kings 11 Punjab skipper himself is a spinner. They have quite a few options on their bowling department here, and with the revelation of KL Rahul, Chris Gayle and David Miller is certainly providing them with the goods, something that they lacked this season. They were quite good in the opening department. They had blistering knocks from Chris Gayle and then KL Rahul, but David Miller, his batting is quite important for them, because the middle order was certainly shaky. David Miller scoring runs is a very good sign for them, as they look on to build a squad which can certainly provide them with their maiden title in the IPL.
Exactly, and 137 for 2 is the score right now. Punjab is going really strong, and hammer and tongs at the moment by these two batsmen. 15.1 overs have been bowled, and Shreyas Gopal, who has impressed all of us throughout the IPL season, has conceded 29 runs in his 3.1 overs. Love You Zindagi is back with us, asking us for the scorecard. Well, we are arranging that, but as of now, if we will be here with you, updating you the score. The score is 137 for 2 after 15.1 overs. Rinku Arora saying that 200 will be the score posted by Kings 11 Punjab. Niazuddin Ansari, Hussain Paha Shodgar saying hello to all of us. 137 for 2. Shreyas Gopal, 3.1 overs bowled, 29 runs conceded, and Rahul over there tried to go for the reverse sweep, but couldn't get the connection, went straight back to the wicketkeeper, and no edge as well. So good let go by KL Rahul, but this time he edges it, and there is a fielder at third man, will take the single. Talking about Shreyas Gopal's career, 25 matches played, 26 wickets taken, 4 for 16 is his best, and with a strike rate of just 17 runs. What a bowler he's turned out to be.
He has been in sensational form, but he has also batted in some matches, and he is an option that is very good for the Rajasthan. If you remember the last season, he had provided them with the fielding assistance as well. Quite some catches that were the candidate of catch of the season, but he was certainly one player who affected many games for Rajasthan Royals. With Kings 11 Punjab, now the score is 139 for 2 in 15.4 overs, and KL Rahul and David Miller are looking quite strong. KL Rahul has certainly changed things as they were, and I entered the com box. Now it's 46 for 40 balls, and that wasn't the case when I entered. He has struck some boundaries, some sixes, and he's looking very good here. Shreyas Gopal showing some aggression and not backing down under pressure. David Miller is certainly in good form, 32 off of 20, and Shreyas Gopal has bowled a brilliant over till now. 5 balls, just 3 runs, 2 dots, and oh, what a miss that might prove on to be. He appealed. What was he appealing for? I couldn't get it.
I think it was really close to the off stump, and I think even KL Rahul missed an opportunity there because it was a full toss. Had he got a connection, then that would have been in boundary. But Shreyas Gopal's spell comes to an end. 4 overs, 31 runs given. And Kings 11 Punjab's score is on 140 for the loss of 2 wickets after 16 overs. They are batting with a current run rate of 8.75. They will look to accelerate even more as the final 4 overs are to be bowled. Khalid Memon is back with us saying that why Royals elected to field, I can't understand. They know their batting lineup. We'll have to ask Ajinkya Rahane about that. But if you remember also, in the previous game when Kings 11 faced the Royal Challenge Bangalore, RCB ended up chasing that score. So you never know. And with Dew coming into the act, it might be difficult for the Punjab spinners to grip the ball. Kareem is saying that the commentary is really going fine over here. Gagan Deep also with us supporting Punjab. Rinku Arora supporting Punjab. Chinnamaya Bisoy saying that 190 will be the score. Chinmay Busai also supporting Rajasthan Royals. Finally, there have been quite a few rare Rajasthan fans. So please, Rajasthan fans, be with us as well. Show some support for your team. And the score is 140 for 2. If we talk about the overs remaining for the bowlers, let's see. So
Jofra Archer certainly has 2 overs and he has been brilliant for them. 3 runs, 1 wicket. What more can you ask from a bowler? He in an inning where KL Rahul, David Miller, Chris Gayle have played, he has been sensational. And he'll certainly hold the key. If in the 2 overs he gets 1 or 2 wickets, it's certainly game on for Rajasthan, and they can very well restrict this side to under 170. And under 170 is very well chaseable on this ground after the Duke factor comes in. But some problems might be faced by the spinners as well. Given that Ajinkya Rahane is a cool-headed person, his decision of chasing rather is quite surprising. The score right now, technical AG Sayar, is Kings 11 Punjab are at 114 for 2 after 16.1 overs. KL Rahul is at 47 for 43. David Miller is at 32 of 20, and the next delivery will be faced by David Miller. David Miller tries to go big, but Jofra Archer, oh my word, what has he done here? It is a no ball, and that will be a lifeline for David Miller, as he was clearly bowled there by Jofra Archer, and it's a free hit. So bad things happening for Rajasthan Royals here, as David Miller is still at the crease. You got extra runs and it's a free hit. What more can you ask for as a batsman?
What makes it even more Paritosh, that as soon as the ball hit the stumps, they ran for 3 because the ball deflected off the stump, it went somewhere else, and it's basically 4 runs coming off that one ball with another delivery to be bowled in this over. So a big let go for David Miller and Kings 11 Punjab, and Jofra Archer, just when it seemed that it's his day, turns out that it probably isn't, because KL Rahul is the man on strike. The perfect opportunity to get to his 50 right now, because he is not going to get out on this ball unless and until he does manage to get himself a run out, but I don't think that is going to be the case. The score is 145 for the loss of 2 wickets. KL Rahul is on 47 of 43, while David Miller is on 32 of 21. It is a free hit. Will he go for the big shot? We shall see. Khalid Memon saying that Punjab need only 1 wicket, and that is of Jos Butler. So it's a free hit as of now. 16.1 overs being bowled, and there will be a minor change in the combo.
The minor change would be that the minor change in the chit chat box would be that Karthik Sinha would be joining us again with me, and free hit of a ball where he could have gotten a wicket. Sad things for Jofra Archer, but a brilliant ball there by Jofra Archer. No runs off it, right in the block hole, and he has certainly compensated for the earlier ball. Not happy with himself. He has bowled fantastically today. In the 2 overs earlier, he's had given away just 3 runs, got a wicket, and this one could have been a wicket of David Miller, a very prestigious wicket, as David Miller was continuously scoring runs for them, and he missed it.
Well, first of all, thank you, Paritosh, and hello everybody. 145 for 2, Kings 11 Punjab, and 5 of this over from Jofra Archers, as now KL Rahul bangs one away through the offside. That will be a boundary. 50 up for KL Rahul, 51 not out, and Kings 11 Punjab move up to 149 for 4. Shortest delivery, backs away does KL Rahul, makes room and then drives it, punches it through the extra cover region and collects a boundary. His 14th IPL 50 for KL Rahul, and certainly is looking like a man in form, and looking like a man who's got that boost after being named in the Indian squad. Khalid Memon, how are you? And Sunil Latwani says, I told you Rahul will recover, and yes, he certainly has. 50 for KL Rahul. Rinku Arora along with Anil saying all of you tuned in, a very warm welcome. as now Rahul punches one down the ground for a single. 150 up on the board for Kings 11 Punjab. Punjab need only the wicket of Butler early in the power play if they want to be in this game. And tomorrow it will be the South Indian derby. Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Chennai Super Kings. And the middle order is not good. Only Butler is a reliable. Other are not responsible, says Khalid Menon. So a lot will now depend not just on Butler but the performances of others if Rajasthan Royals are to chase down this target that Punjab will set. Anil Singh says we only want sixes, while Anjana says ekvari hor six. That means another six is what she wants, one more. And in the meantime, we've got Navneet Yadav saying Kings 11 Punjab will score 190s. Khalid Menon also says 190, and Suraj Shukla says about 180 is what they will score. Punjab balle balle according to Rinku Arora, and certainly they are going on and doing a good job. Well done Rahul, says Sumon Meena, and certainly he has done a good job. 52 of 46 deliveries, 152 for 2 Kings 11 Punjab, and after this we got 18 more deliveries left. How many do you think will Punjab get by the end of 20 overs? Very good evening, Unnati Pandey, and technical AG says, sir, please predict score and which team will win. I think if I have to predict the score, I think it will be somewhere around 185, and who will win? I am not saying that, but I think it could be Punjab, because it's a big ground and will not be easy to go on and chase down and play those big shots.
Yeah, that wouldn't be easy. But what do you think about the encounter between these two, Jofra Archer and David Miller? He got the better out of David Miller in this particular over. He missed the last ball as well. So he certainly has a mental edge. He has one more over to go. Can he take the wicket of David Miller? And that will be very essential in the long run. If they get a wicket here, KL Rahul would certainly have to have a more responsible role, and he'll certainly back down from those boundaries. He'll restrict a little, and that could very well work in the favour of Rajasthan Royals.
Well, a good over this for Kings 11 Punjab. We got a lot of runs in that, 12 in particular in that over from Jofra Archer, and he's bowled well as Jofra Archer. He's picked up a wicket as well, 3 overs 12 and a wicket as well. 17 gone, it's 152 for 2, and it's a good sign for Kings 11 Punjab that Killer Miller is back in form. He's on 34 of 23 deliveries. About time that he started scoring those runs in the middle order for Kings 11 Punjab, did David Miller. While KL Rahul, what an innings, 52 of 46 and a terrific partnership this for the second wicket. It's worth 84 now, the partnership of just 51 deliveries. The current run rate closing in on 9, and Tenzin Sungrab says 194 will be the target, while Rinku Arora says this time Punjab will go on and get 200 on the board. 16 runs in the last 12 balls according to Navneet Yadav, while we got Mohammad Joshim and Gagandeep Singh all supporting Kings 11 Punjab, and Navneet Yadav only wants sixers. Well, it's a bit greedy, but you know, if you're a Punjab fan, you would certainly want that. It is Jaydev Unadkar who's been reintroduced into the bowling attack. 3 overs, no wickets, and 40 runs is what he's given away. KL Rahul is on strike. 3 fours and 2 sixes for Rahul so far in the innings of 52. As Unadkar bowls one, he slices, it's in the air and taken. Caught at backward point. Jaydev Unadkar strikes. A big wicket this for Kings 11, for Rajasthan Royals. A big blow for Punjab, and it's KL Rahul who's gone looking to drive one, slices it and taken at backward point.
KL Rahul gone, the only player who was looking responsible. He played a fine innings, was very, very intelligent while batting, but has certainly given his wicket away now. Jaydev Unadkar, fantastic recovery from him. It's 152 at the loss of 3 wickets after 70.1 over, and KL Rahul wouldn't be happy with that.
Well, certainly wouldn't be. This was the final 18 deliveries that he wanted, and he would have wanted to stay there and get those runs, but in the end it was a wicket there for Rajasthan Royals, and it was Jaydev Unadkar getting that wicket. He has the last laugh. He was shipped out for 40 runs in the first 3 overs that he bowled, but that one was once again, I have to say, wasn't a wicket taking delivery, to be honest. It was over pitched, way outside off stump, and on another day KL Rahul would have smashed it for a 4, but this time he reaches for it, slices it, and a decent catch there at backward point by Jofra Archer. He's a good fielder, doesn't drop too many, Jofra Archer. And now Nicholas Puran is the new man out, the West Indian, who's the wicket-keeper batsman for Kings 11 Punjab. And will be interesting to see now how David Miller approaches the final 17 deliveries. Talking about Nicholas Pooran, a good, impressive striker of 143.1 in T20 cricket. And just before he took his stance, he just opened his shoulder like a baseball striker. And Punjab will be hoping that he can strike a few home runs here. But he starts off with a flick towards square leg, comes back for the second chance of a run out now. He's completed those 2 runs with ease. So another couple added to Kings 11 Punjab's score. It's 154 for 3. And Nicholas Pooran, if he can clear the fence, fine. Otherwise, you'd want to give David Miller the strike.
Yeah, he certainly would want David Miller to score most of the runs but he can pull off 1 or 2 because he has a good T20 record all in all, and he would want a place in the side. He got the place in the side after Moses Enriquez's departure early. As we saw, he was about to play, but these can provide you with some chances you never really saw coming your way. And he would certainly want a place in this particular side as they look very, very promising and can possibly challenge for the title if they fix their middle order issues here. And the score is quite in their favour. Pooran tries to go big, but it hasn't connected with his bat, and David Miller is now on strike.
We got Tahir Raza saying 180 plus is what Kings 11 Punjab will score. All of you tuned in, let us know what your prediction is. How many will Punjab get by the end of over number 20? At the moment, it's 155 for the loss of 3 wickets after 17.3 overs. Nicholas Pooran has moved in up to 3 of 2 deliveries, and now it's David Miller who is on style, who is on the strike. And we got Dheeraj Mishra tuning in, Amir Jani as well saying hello, how are you guys? And Khalid Milan says the big wicket gone, maybe that could be a difference of about 10 runs. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. If David Miller has something to say about it, then it could be different, as a single there by Miller pulled away towards long on. We got Mandeep Surya asking the score. So Mandeep, the score is 156 for the loss of 3 wickets with David Miller on 35. Nicholas Pooran back on strike. He is on 3 at the moment. Asif K, score again. He won. It's 156 for 3, and Rajasthan will win the match, says Dheeraj Mishra. And we've got Akram Ali supporting Rajasthan Royals tuned in, and Arshad Khan says was supporting, obviously a fan of Chris Gayle, but he's gone today. This Gayle as another single will be picked up. 157 for 3. And hello Unnati, how are you? And that was a slow one from Jaidev Unnatkat, 108 kilometers per hour.
A slow one this was, and also the one which was pushed on long on by David Miller because he was looking to go for a biggie, but he saw the ball coming and he judged that he was slow one, and was only able to push it towards long on. Jaidev Unnatkat has certainly been these 2 balls, 110 and 108, 2 consecutive balls on which he has tried this, and in the 5 balls he has bowled, he has tried 3 slower ones, so that is not very likely to be done by a fast bowler. That is a weapon that you not use often, or else the player gets used to it. On the other hand, David Miller has got hold of the last ball and has made it scream towards the friends, and now it's 4 more for Killer Miller.
Another boundary there to end the over for David Miller. Over pitched outside the Austin, very similar to what KL Rahul got, but instead of slicing it, Miller presents the full face of the bat and drives it through extra cover for a boundary. 18 overs gone, 161 for the loss of 3 wickets, and Miller has moved up to 39 with 2 boundaries and 2 fours. A strike rate of 156 for Killer Miller. We got Mandeep Surya along with Sudhakar Kambat, Mickey Agarwal supporting Rajasthan Royals, and Dheeraj Mishra says Josh Butler will be the man of the match today. We'll have to wait and see. Tikender Gidari also tuning in says good evening. Prem Singh is there as well, and we've got Amir Jani, Rinku Arora, and as always Unnati Pandey tuning in. A very good evening to all of you. Pooja Sharma there as well, and Suraj Shukla along with Sudhakar Kambad is saying namaste sir. Hello Sudhakar, how are you? And in the meantime, Asif K, wrist spinners, the biggest mystery in the history of cricket, and absolutely they're doing a good job. The wrist spinners, we've seen how Kuldeep Yadav and Yuzvendra Chahal are doing, is Sodhi as well, Shreyas Gopal, and all of those are doing a terrific job. Sunil Latani, good innings by Rahul according to the situation. At least he has not thrown his wicket early. Absolutely correct with the loss of Chris Gayle earlier on in the inning. They needed someone to back through, and that's exactly what KL Rahul did. Binay Lamichane is asking you guys to please vote for Sandeep Lamichane as the emerging player of this season of IPL, while from Amritsar, Rinku Arora is a massive fan of Kings 11 Punjab, and she is supporting them, while we've got a single there taken and the score moves up to 163 for 3. It's Jofra Archer now bowling the next over, as the next one is in the air and completed. A terrific catch there. I think it's Ajinkya Rahane. Yes, it is. Running forward and completes that catch. Another wicket down. Nicholas Puran gone for 5. And it's 163 for the loss of 4 wickets now for Kings 11 Punjab. Length delivery outside off. Wanted to play a heave through towards the onside. The ball came onto him a lot quicker than he anticipated. And Ajinkya Rahane, a very good fielder there. And the 4th wicket gone. Yes, Pooja, 4th gone. While Tahir Raza also confirming, like Gagandeep, out. And it is Nicholas Puran gone for 5.
Certainly, he was trying to pull off a boundary here and there ever since his arrival at the crease. Wasn't able to do so, and in the process has lost his wicket. So another loss for Kings 11 Punjab as they suffer quick blows. Now what do? They have already lost 4 wickets, 2 quick ones, as KL Rahul and now Puran make their way back to the pavilion. Now the targeted score from 180-190 has certainly come down, as only David Miller remains at the crease. David Miller has struggled against Jofra Archer, and he still has 3 balls to go. Jofra Archer, if David Miller is against him, he'll look to certainly get the wicket of the South African.
Well, we'll have a few of you appreciating this coverage that we bring in. We got Sudhakar Kamath saying, hi sir, good commentary. Unnati Pandey saying, awesome stuff. Thank you very much. And Sudhakar saying, please take my name. I've just said that. Sudhakar Kamath, thank you very much. And Mandeep Surya along with Sunny Kashyap is asking today which team will win. So guys, all of you tuning in, let me know, who do you think will win this contest? Suresh Yadav thinks Rajasthan Royals will win the game. And Satish Kushwaha is saying that today Rajasthan Royals will win. Pravind Kumar says 19th over will give 15 plus runs. And Hakim Yadav says RR. We got Abir Jani supporting Punjab, Gagandeep as well supporting Punjab, and Unnati also supporting Punjab. Who's batting right now asks Sachin Kumar Mehra. So Sachin, at the moment it is David Miller on 40 and Mandeep Singh, the new man out, he is on 0 at the moment. 18.4 overs have been bowled and it's 164 for the loss of 4 wickets. 2 wickets falling in the last 2 overs certainly probably may hinder the scoring rate, but Tenzin Sugrob along with Azad Malik and Prince Sharma says 11 is one. So I think it's about Kings 11 Punjab. And apart from that, we got Suresh Yadav saying 199 will be the score. Sunny Kashyap as well, and Hakim Yadav from supporting Punjab. While we got Shankar Kumar from Bihar tuning in as well. Thank you so much, all of you tuning in. And Suresh Yadav, as I said earlier, supporting Rajasthan Royals. Now, one delivery left in this over, and can they get a boundary? It is Mandeep on strike. And he's bowled him. Short delivery, went for the pull, inside edge and played it on. Did Mandeep. He's gone for a duck. 19 overs gone and 164 for 5 now. Kings 11 Punjab. And what are they doing? Something what happened yesterday as well. Trying to play too many shots to get those runs. And in the end, just 3 runs and 2 wickets in that over. It was a slow bouncer, back of the hand release from Jofra Archer. Went for the pull, got the inside edge and played it on. Did Mandeep Singh. He's gone for a duck. Punjab 164 for 5. Final over remaining. How many do you think will Punjab score in the final over?
Not good signs for Kings 11 Punjab here. This is what we were talking about, that Jofra Archer is a very smart bowler. He tried variations in his bowling and that has certainly deflated this Punjab side. They were looking good an over or 2 back, but 3 quick wickets for them has certainly provided with some resistance as far as the run rate goes. And R. Ashwin now the captain makes his way onto the crease. He'll certainly look to provide with some runs if gets an opportunity. But David Miller is on strike, and he will look to add at least 10-15 runs in this over.
Well, at least is what he would be targeting. If he gets about 15, the target will be 180. We've got Gagandeep and Surinder Kumawat tuning in. And apart from that, we've got Rajan Bhardwaj and Satish Kushwaha saying Rajasthan Royals will win. Miller goes big on the very first delivery. Has he got hold of it? It's in the air and will be taken. Josh Butler takes the catch, and the big wicket of David Miller has been picked up here, and it's Dhaval Kulkarni who strikes 164 for the loss of 6 wickets now. Kings 11 Punjab, while Tikender Gidari says 20 plus runs are coming in this over. They started off with wicket as well. Tenzin Sungram is asking, Karthik sir, your partner's name? I am with Paritosh Joshi right now in the cricket lounge. An excellent bowling by Jofra Archer, according to Navdeep Yadav. Yes, bowled a very good over, just 3 runs and 2 wickets, and now it is Kulkarni who's continuing the good work. And what a wicket this is! It is David Miller gone for 40 of 27 deliveries, and it's 164 for the loss of 6 wickets. We got Somber Kumar and Jayesh Bhai Gangoda also tuning in, asking who will win. I'm not very sure, I can't predict that, but at the moment, excellent recovery here by the Rajasthan Royals in the last few overs.
Excellent recovery in the 5 overs as Kings 11 Punjab were raring to go. They were all guns blazing. David Miller came in and started with the boundaries, the sixes, and with the wicket of KL Rahul, certainly things have changed. They have lost quick wickets, and that is not what they wanted. 164 now. They will want to at least get around 175 as they look for a target. They were targeting 200 at one point, but that is a far gone possibility. What a shot here from Ravichandran Ashwin, and he has collected 4 runs. The batsman in him can't resist these balls, I guess.
Well, he used to open the innings as a school and a college kid. He's batted up the order for his state side as well, but a poor delivery. Width on offer, and he cracks that away for a boundary. Does Ravichandran Ashwin. The man at third man is Sodhi, puts in a dive. He's never going to catch that, and in the end, it's a boundary for the Kings 11 Punjab captain. 173 will be the score for Kings 11 Punjab, according to Navneet Yadav. I've got Amir Jani, Somber Kumar, and Binaya Lamechane saying that keep Sandeep at the top. Sandeep Lamechane, that is, the leg spinner, plays for Delhi. Nepal International, he is on 68%. And the bowman, and once again a very good shot, but equally well fielded there by Josh Butler. Butler will say to Ashwin, I'm not letting anything go here. As Ahmed Ansar is back. Hello brother, how are you? And Pravind Kumar says 15 runs will come in the final over. And Paritosh Joshi, welcome to Sports Flashes. This is best in the country. Thank you so much, Tenzin Sungram, for the love. And Paritosh, welcome.
I've been here for 6 months now. It's not
in the cricket lounge.
Cricket lounge. Thank you for the welcome, Tenzin. And not a very welcome evening for Kings 11 Punjab. This, as they certainly provided with some resistance by a fantastic comeback led by Jofra Archer. Jofra Archer has been fantastic for them. He has he has certainly tormented these batsmen, especially David Miller. He was lucky to get away, but in the next over of the Dhaval Kulkarni, he certainly lost his cool in the very first ball and wasn't able to track it. Gave an easy catch away, and the responsibility lies on Mujibur Rahman. What a delivery from Dhaval Kulkarni here, right in the block hole. What can you ask from a bowler more? He has certainly been very good for them in this particular match. 25 runs, 1 wicket, and he is the one who is bowling the last over of the innings for them. Ravichandran Ashwin now on strike, 5 runs off of 2 balls. He'll certainly target 1 or 2 boundaries in the 2 balls remaining.
Well, absolutely, they'd want to get a few. 170 on the board. If they can get a 4 and a 6, then 180. I think they'll be happy with that. And Lamechane there. Well, Sandeep Lamechane plays for Delhi. Sudhakar Kambat, the match is between Rajasthan Royals and Kings 11 Punjab, so certainly he's not there. Raj Chaudhary, a very good evening to you. Suraj Shukla also tuning in, and apart from that, we got Azad Malik, Mahantesh Patel. Ashwin, not a good sportsman, and actually like should be ashamed, but he's certainly turning out to be a good batsman here. Here's Ravichandran Ashwin, hits one over deep mid-wicket for a 6. Ravichandran Ashwin, you beauty. What a 6 that was, over deep mid-wicket, and with that, the score now moves up to 176 for 6. Dhawal Kulkarni bowled a short delivery. Ashwin was ready for that, and he says thank you very much. 75 meter long, and that went into the crowd, and they loved it at the IS Bindra PCA Stadium in Mohali. And we got with all of you, we got Sanjay Bhai Thakur also tuning in. Dimple as well, confirming yes, Dimple, it was a 6 of the bat of Ravichandran Ashwin. He's on to 11 of 3, and he scoops one over, short fine leg. Will that go all the way? I think it has. 2 6s of the final 2 deliveries, waiting for the confirmation, and yes, it is a 6. So a couple of 6s to end this innings for Kings 11 Punjab. Ashwin has played a blinder in the last over. 17 of the 4 deliveries that he's faced, and Kings 11 Punjab have scored 182 for the loss of 6 wickets in their 20 overs. Wonderful, wonderful stuff this by the captain of Kings 11 Punjab, Ravichandran Ashwin, to please and guide his team more than beyond 180. And Sudhakar Kamath, Prakash Vark and Rinku Arora, they're all happy. Rinku certainly is happy because she's a Punjab supporter, and Ravichandran Ashwin has turned it on its head. Surinder Kawat says, wow, absolutely. That's what we said as well when Ashwin hit those 2 6s. So quick reminder.
Emotion of the country there.
Absolutely.
Emotion of the country there, because a fantastic cameo of 17 runs off of 4 balls. And this could very well be the point where Rajasthan Royals would feel that they have conceded 10-15 runs extra. This last over, which was going very well for him, he started with a wicket of David Miller, and then it was turned on its head by the fantastic Ravichandran Ashwin, turning on the batsman in him. And in 4 deliveries, 17 runs, so you can't ask for more. He almost scored 4 runs per ball.
Absolutely, more than 4 in fact, if math serves me right. But quickly we'll tell you what's happened throughout the day. Was Rajasthan Royals, who won the toss, elected to bowl first, and it was a decent start by Kings 11 Punjab before they lost the wicket of Chris Gayle. He was gone for 30. Then the wicket of Mayank Agarwal came. He scored 26. Then Lokesh Rahul was dismissed after a good partnership with David Miller. KL Rahul scored 52. Miller scored 40. And in the end, it was the skipper Ravichandran Ashwin scoring a 4-ball 17 to guide Kings 11 Punjab to 182 for the loss of 6 wickets. As far as the bowlers were concerned, Jofra Archer once again terrific. 4 overs, just 15 runs and 3 wickets for the fast bowler, while Ish Sodhi, Jaydev Unadkat and Dhawal Kulkarni all picked up a wicket each as well for Rajasthan Royals. So with that, it's 183 for the loss of 6 wickets. 182 for 6 is what Punjab have scored in their 20 overs, and that means that Rajasthan Royals will need 183 to win the match. So that's the news. 183 is the target for Rajasthan Royals. It's time for a quick break. We will be back very, very shortly. We will bring you the mid-inning show with Walli Siddiqui and Paritosh. You stay tuned to Cricket Lounge and Sports Flashes. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Catch all the cricketing action and complete drama at one click of your phone.
He does that. Smack again onside, being peppered. Consecutive boundaries.
Don't miss. Download the app now. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
One station filled with full football fever.
Thinks about the shot, will go for it, and will plant an absolute cracker into the corner to put the icing on what is a very sweet tasting cake for Manchester City.
And you are just one click away.
Sergio Aguero. Oh, that's vicious! Unstoppable!
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes live.
Dhoni finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup. Pulls it back. Here's Ronaldo for the hat-trick. And Cristiano Ronaldo does it again.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio.
And what a performance by the number 3 seed, Simon Awell, who tomorrow will contest a third All-England semi-final.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
This is Sports Flashes Live.
The flying Finn from Helsinki is on his last lap. Looking magnificently good for his 20th World Championship win.
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes Live. Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Sports Flashes Cricket Lounge. This is the mid-innings show with Wali Siddiqui and Paritosh Joshi. And the score is 182 set by the Kings 11 Punjab. So the target to chase for the Rajasthan Royals is 183. And at one stage in the final over, it seemed like the Rajasthan Royals have done a good job with the ball because they have restricted Kings 11 Punjab to around 160, 165. But in the final over, 4 balls, 17 runs by Ashwin, and that might be the deciding factor in today's game.
That could very well turn out to be the point where Rajasthan would rue that their chances of getting back into the game. They made a fantastic comeback in the last 5 overs with the wicket of Gayle, Rahul, and in the 16 to 20 over mark, they were brilliant. The wicket of Gayle, Rahul, then David Miller losing his wicket in the final over, and a flurry of wickets in that particular session made it very difficult for Punjab to score runs in the final 3-4 overs. But that was completely changed on its head by the captain Ravichandran Ashwin as he scored blindly in the final over to make it worse for the Rajasthan Royals team. They were certainly looking at a point where they could have restricted these Punjab side to under 170, but two enormous sixes there. Two enormous sixes there from Ravichandran Ashwin and a boundary just after the wicket of David Miller certainly changed the game for them. David Miller could have scored much more, but he lost out his wicket on the first ball of the final over. But that didn't matter to the captain as he scored flamboyantly. He turned on the cricketer, the batsman in himself, and certainly turned on the style for Kings 11 Punjab. They would fancy themselves to defend this target as they have the likes of Ravichandran Ashwin, the captain, Mujibur Rahman in their bowling lineup.
Absolutely. If I run you down the scorecard, then KL Rahul along with Chris Gayle came on to open the innings, but it was Chris Gayle who took the full Monty over there. He scored a quick fire 30 of 22 deliveries, was dismissed by Jofra Archer. Boy, Jofra Archer was on song today. Samson took the catch behind the stumps. Lokesh Rahul did take his time, but eventually got there. He scored another 50 in the IPL. He scored 52 of 47 deliveries, 3 boundaries and 2 sixes. Mayank Agarwal also came in with a brief cameo of 26 of 12 deliveries, struck a couple of sixes, hit a boundary as well, but was dismissed by Isuri as Jofra Archer took the catch. David Miller also played a really good innings of 40, but he will be disappointed that he couldn't convert that into something big. 40 of 27, 2 boundaries, 2 sixes. Dhawal Kulkarni got his wicket. Butler took the catch at long off. Nicholas Puran couldn't offer much. He scored 5 of 6 deliveries. Jofra Archer was the bowler to take his wicket, his third wicket of the night. Ajinkya Rahane was the taker of the catch. Mandeep Singh got out for naught. And Jofra Archer took his wicket as well. Ravichandran Ashwin then an unbeaten 17 of 4 deliveries, and 183 is the target that is set. And Paritosh Joshi will just run you down with the bowling card over here.
The bowling card, Dhawal Kulkarni was good until the last over. He got smacked around the park by Ravichandran Ashwin. and he would like that. Any bowler wouldn't like that, being smacked around in the final over when you started off brilliantly by the wicket of David Miller. Jaydev Unadkat, he was certainly on the expensive side of things, as he was smacked for 48 for an economy of 12 runs per over, and that is not how you repay your side. And Shreyas Gopal was good, but he wasn't able to take a wicket. 31 over 4 overs he bowled. Ish Sodhi took the 1 wicket he was supposed to, but he was also expensive as he went for 41 runs in his 4-over quota. Jofra Archer, boy oh boy, what a spell he bowled. 15 runs, just 15 runs off of 4 overs he bowled, and the majority of them came in the 3rd over he bowled. He took 3 wickets for them. The economy is 3.75, and if that 1 over he wouldn't have bowled the white ball in which he took the wicket off on the no ball, that could have certainly been very, very good stats. Majority of the runs came in that over of his quota, but he was fantastic for Rajasthan Royals, and he will be fantastic for them with the bat if they eventually go on to win this match, because he is one fantastic flamboyant bowler who can go for the big sixes that are needed in this particular field. On the other hand, they have Josh Butler amongst their batting lineup, and he is one player who is in sensational form. He must be wanting a revenge against Ravichandran Ashwin, as he was mankad last time around when these two sides met. When the batting starts, so would the Cold War between Josh Butler and Ravichandran Ashwin.
I think that is a contest which everyone is quite eager to see and listen as we present to them the live coverage of the IPL. There are quite a few people joined in with us. Shinay Pandita, Rinku Arora supporting Kings 11 Punjab, Unnati Pandey, and as well as Amar Jenny, Azad Malik, Rajul Islam saying that Rajasthan Royals will be another Rajasthan Royals fan over here. They have been quite rare today, but they are showing the support. The second innings is about to begin, and it could be a really interesting contest, and like you said, the confrontation between Josh Butler and Ravichandran Ashwin is something which we are quite eagerly waiting for. But let's not forget, it's Ajinkya Rahane is also out there, and another batsman who could turn on the music is Ashwin Turner. Do you remember his innings at Mohali?
Ashwin Turner was fantastic when he played against India, and he certainly took a game away from us when the tour happened. He would like to take the game away from Kings 11 Punjab on their home ground, but it would be very, very difficult. 182 on this pitch, in this ground, and it is a massive ground, mind you. They would certainly want a great start from their openers, and as they make their way onto the pitch, the fielders are set. The second inning chase would be starting very, very soon, and now as things stand, it will be very difficult for these bowlers as they look to defend this total. Josh Butler in the mix of things, and he would be the key man for Rajasthan Royals. Now, what would be the applied strategy by the captain? Who would bowl the first over, as you think?
Well, one thing I can confirm that it's not a spinner, because there's a long run-up over there. The wicket-keeper's at the back, and I think it is going to be Mohammad Shami, if I'm not mistaken. And the good news for Rajasthan Royals is that finally it's Rahul Tripathi who's coming up to open the innings. There were quite a few pleas and requests to Ajinkya Rahane and the team management that Rahul Tripathi is a certified opener, and it would be best. It would be for the best of interest for Rajasthan if he does go on to open the innings, because he is a really good batsman. We'll just take a look at his figures as well. And Ajinkya Rahane, for the very first time, has decided to come down the order, because it's Josh Butler who will be opening the innings for the Rajasthan Royals. And let me tell you, this is the guy that Kings 11 Punjab must be careful of. It doesn't matter what your score is, 170, 180, 190 or 200, because if he goes until the very last over, then he will make it look like a cakewalk.
Certainly 45 matches and upwards of 1,363 runs, a strike rate of over 150. You can't ask more of a batsman. Arshdeep Singh would start the proceedings for Kings 11 Punjab. He's a left arm medium fast bowler, and he would certainly look for a wicket right at the start. a great start from Rajasthan Royals is required if they want to chase down this total. And the first ball is pushed for a single by Tripathi. Butler is now on strike, and Arshdeep Singh, he is the one who is debuting for Kings 11 Punjab in this match, and this would be very, very crucial for the young lad here.
A young fast bowler from Punjab. He seems quite shy. The way he received his first cap, he wasn't fancying the applause that he was getting, and I guess that is something which he needs to work on. But he does look like an impressive player. 20 years of age in 1999, and he was in the under-19 World Cup winning squad as well under Prithvi Shaw's captaincy. He was one of his main left-arm bowlers, so you never know. He might turn out to be another trump card for them. 1 for no loss. Jos Butler is a man facing Arshdeep now, and there will be butterflies in Arshdeep's stomach, but a good delivery over there at a pace of 138 kilometers per hour.
Fantastic delivery, beating Jos Butler. He wasn't expecting a ball like that right in the beginning. Moving away from the right-handed batsman, and that is where the money is. He missed the ball completely, and if that would have edged, that was certainly game over for Jos Butler. But on the other hand, he has another chance, and if Jos Butler gets one too many of them, he will certainly take this bowler or any bowler to the cleaners in a match. Arshdeep Singh, for his third delivery, strides in and defended well by Jos Butler. He's certainly intimidating Butler here, as Butler looks to get some bowls before he tries to go big in this particular match.
Right, and Om Prakash Meghwal is saying that the Butler show will begin any moment now. Sanjay Kumar is also with us. Rinku Arora, always associated with us when Punjab plays in the IPL. Abhishek Yadav, Desi Boy, is also with us. Azad Malik, Anju Yadav saying that Punjab will be the team to win. Pooja Sharma and Azad Malik, all of us are here with us, and the score is 1 for no loss, and it has been an impressive start so far by Arshdeep. He's bringing it in, he's bowling it out, he's also bowling the away swingers, so not a bad start. 2 for no loss, just 2 runs coming off the first 4 deliveries, and there will be a small change in the chit-chat box, not the commentary box, in the
well done, Wali.
And it is your favourite, Karthik Sinha, who's back.
Thank you, Wali, and welcome to all our listeners. Decent start here for the Rajasthan Royals. They would want Jos Butler to go on and get some runs, and a positive move with Rahul Tripathi coming up at the top of the order, because clearly we had seen that Ajinkya Rahane was struggling. The young debutant getting some swing, the ball wraps on the pad, goes away to a short fine leg. It will only be a single there, although it will be a leg by. Talking about Arshdeep Singh, he is making his debut today, and an interesting comment coming in from Gerald Coutinho. He's back up. Hello Gerald, how are you, and why are you late tonight? Well, I've been here for a while. It's just that I went out for the mid-inning show, and I've come back now. We got Kiran Desai as well tuning in, Dattarai Chavan, as well as Pooja Sharma, Amir Jani, and Desi Boy supporting RR, and Mohammad Amir saying Ben Stokes is coming. Well, not yet. They'll have to wait if Ben Stokes has to come out. Single there to end the over. 1 over gone. 4 for no loss, Rajasthan Royals.
So good start by Arshdeep, and let me tell you, it's not an easy job when you are bowling the first over to someone like Jos Butler, who is averaging over 50 in this season's IPL, has already struck 950s in the IPL, and not a bad start. And this kid does have some character over here. He had the away swinger, he had the in swinger, he was bowling it at the right line and length. I think Umesh Yadav and Mohammad Siraj should take some inspiration from this young lad.
Well, I think they should not just take some inspiration. They should come out and take him out for a meal and say, please give us and teach us the tricks of the trade. We got Gerard Coutinho. Are you looking forward for the game tonight in the UEFA Champions League? It will be Barcelona versus Man United. But right now, getting back to cricket, Baljinder Kumar says, hello Om Prakash Meghwal, saying Rajasthan Royals will win. Bro, what's the score? Well, 4 for no loss after 1 over Yashvi Dubey. That's the score. And the target is 183. So 179 still needed of 19 deliveries, of 19 overs, I beg your pardon, by Rajasthan Royals. That's Mujibur Rahman, who's been introduced now. He will start over number 2. And it will be interesting to see how Jos Butler deals with the threat of a spin here. And the first delivery, spot on. Ashwin will take 3 wickets today, according to Pravind Kumar. And Jasdeep Singh, along with Sudhakar Kamath, all tuned in. Very, very warm welcome to Cricket Lounge. And once again, second delivery also spot on. No runs on that occasion.
But I really want to see Ravichandran Ashwin come and bowl to Joss Butler. But more than seeing him bowl to Joss Butler, I want Joss Butler to be at the non-strikers end while Ashwin is bowling, because that would be an even more funny contest over here. But Butler is in no mood of jokes, and he smashed a six over here.
What a shot that from Joss Butler. Dances down the track and hits one over the mid-wicket fence for four. Says, welcome Mujib. Welcome to the big league. There was the Dusra, one can say, and picked up very, very early by Joss Butler. Down the track, not much turn there, and he's got a 90-meter six. I'm not a supporter to anyone, just individual performances. Well, Gerard, that's good that you're not supporting either Barcelona or Man United tonight in the Champions League. And Rinku Arora, I absolutely love your comment there on the chat. She says, this is not a love channel, guys. Keep it okay, calm down, and let's concentrate on cricket. Single then picked up by Butler. He moves up to 9. It's 11 for no loss at the moment. And Chandan Aswal. Now, if you say love you to me, I think Rinku, that should be allowed, right?
It should be, and it's 11 for no loss. Joss Butler was that batsman to hit a 6. Desi boy asked us who was that batsman, and it's Joss Butler. He's moved on to 9 of 8 deliveries. Mujibur Rahman conceding 7 runs off the 4 balls that he has bowled. The total score is on 11 for the loss of no wickets. Tripathi now just taking a single while guiding it to mid-wicket, and in fact they'll rush for 2. So good running by both sets of batsmen over here. It's 13 for no loss. And if we talk about Mujibur Rahman, he was a revelation in the previous edition of the IPL, but somehow the people have tended to actually work him out, because if we talk about his IPL this season, it hasn't been as impressive, but he's still impressive nonetheless throughout it, because he's played over 14. He's made 14 IPL games for Kings 11 Punjab and taken 17 wickets with an economy of 18 and an average of 22. So this is something which he has to look into. And Murugan Ashwin and Ravi Ashwin are also there, but with the dew coming in late, I think that might be a problem for Kings.
That could be a problem for the spinners to grip the ball, and another couple of runs to end the over. So 2 overs gone. It's 15 for no loss. Unnati Pandey, Kiran Desai, Pali Sharma, along with Butler will be the highest scorer for RR today, says Pravind Kumar. Gagan Verma asking the score. So it's 15 for no loss after 2 overs, and the target is 183. Dimple along with Nishad TV, a very warm welcome to Cricket Lounge. And apart from that, we've got Joss Butler, who's in, who loves to bat against Kings 11 Punjab. If I tell you his last 4 scores, he scored 61, 69, 82, 51 and 77 in his last 4 innings against the Kings 11 Punjab while opening, and only David Warner has more consecutive 50 plus scores against a team, and that's 7 against RCB and Kings 11 Punjab each. So this is doing well, is Joss Butler. It is Arshdeep to continue though. Started off with a bang, and now he's treated with a bang. Butler comes down the track and flicks one over deep mid-wicket. What a shot. 6 for Joss Butler. He started where he left off in match number 4, although he'd want to stay in his crease at the non-striker's end. And what a shot. Welcome to the big league, young man, and a 6 there for Joss Butler.
Well, you can't tie him down for too long, because Arshdeep Singh bowled another good delivery, but you forgot, sir, you are in the big league. This is the IPL, and it is in the shortest format of the game, while bowling to one of the best batsmen in the modern game, Joss Butler, who just dances down the track and hoiks one over mid-wicket. First delivery from Arshdeep. Now the second over goes for a 6, and I'm sure he'll be targeting him, but a pretty good comeback. He's bowled. It's slightly outside the off stump, got a good bowled at a really good pace of 135 clicks, and Butler just manages to take the single. So he has a really good character over here, Arshdeep Singh. As per the 2 overs that I've seen, Tripathi is the man who's now on strike. He's on 5 of 4. Score moves on to 22 after 2.2 overs.
Yeah, we've got Pooja Sharma and Pali Sharma both supporting Kings 11 Punjab today, and at the moment the score has moved up to 22 for no loss for Rajasthan Royals. Bulk of it courtesy Joss Butler. He's on 16 of 10 deliveries, as Tripathi goes for the drive inside edge. Only a single there. So 8 of this over from Arshdeep Singh. He's given away 8 in the first 3 deliveries that he has bowled. And by now, I think it's very clear that Rahul Tripathi has been sent there to go on and collect singles, rotate strike, and then get Josh Butler on strike so that Butler can do his job, and Butler can go on and get a few runs quickly. As far as the most valuable players are concerned this season, it's Josh Butler at number 4. There's no points for guessing who's at number top. Andre Russell, I'll still tell you that for those who don't pay attention.
And let me also tell you who's at the second spot. It's Hardik Pandya. So I think that is also quite rightfully done over there. But the pressure now being added on the 20-year-old Arshdeep Singh, because this time he just square drives him for another boundary. Does Josh Butler, the England international, and what a beautiful shot that was. Didn't need to come down the track, and this time just uses his speed to guide him for another boundary. Score moves on to 27 after that, and Rinku Arora is also here with us. Desi boy Unnati Pandey, Azad Malik, Pali Sharma is saying that he's from Patiala. So there is a bit of conversation happening with Pali and Rinku. I hope you get along.
Well, it's good to see that the supporters and the fans get talking to each other as well. And Kiran Desai, yes, that was a boundary. Wonderfully hit there. And poor delivery, I have to say, by young Arshdeep. Width on offer. And you can't do that to Josh Butler. Om Prakash Meghwal says, good commentary. Thank you, Om Prakash ji. Love it. And we got Kiran Desai from Disa, Gujarat, tuning in as well. Thank you so much. RR going good, according to Pooja Sharma. Yes, they are 27 for no loss at the moment after 2.5 overs. And they're going along close to 9 runs and over, which is about the required run rate. And come on, RR, says Desi boy. That's a dot ball. No, it's been given as a wide. Been given as a wide. So another run added to the total. 28 now for no loss. Rajasthan Royals. It was a slow delivery from Arshdeep. 117 k's an hour. And Khalid Mehman, what do you... so what about the dew? Wally, do you spot any dew? I think there will... slight dew, but not so much for the faster bowlers to be troubled, although spinners may have a bit of an issue going on later.
Well, as the minutes pass by, there will be a lot of dew, I guess. And we did see that against the Royal Challengers Bangalore as well. When the Kings 11 Punjab were contesting against them, RCB won that match by chasing, but a good comeback this time by Arshdeep. Angled it away from Josh Butler. He tried playing the cover drive and missed it, and it could have been a caught behind, but it didn't take the edge, unluckily for Kings 11 Punjab. 28 for no loss after the end of 3 overs, and Surendra Kumrat is also here with us. Rinku Arora, Pali Sharma, Kiran Desi, Azad Malik, Rajesh Heya, Desi boy. Greece Sajdev was saying that Kings 11 Punjab will win. Stranger's Diary is saying that, sir, how do we find who is honest? Well, I'm pretty honest.
I'm pretty honest, and I'll tell you a good trick to find who's honest, who's not. If they can look into your eyes without blinking or flinching and tell you whatever they're telling, that means they're telling the truth. If they blink, flinch, and look here and there.
I'm sure your mother told you that, because even mine said that.
Yeah, well, all hail mothers.
All hail mothers.
Yes, and strangers, that's how you more often than not get to know who's lying and who's not, or who's honest. And Gerard Coutinho says one of the best coverages compared. Thank you so much. 3 spinners in the Punjab lineup today. If dew comes in, then Rajasthan Royals will fancy their chances, absolutely. And we'll have to wait and see if the dew is actually affecting, because Mujib still doesn't have a towel in his hand, so he seems pretty okay. He seems pretty comfortable right now. And we got Pravind Kumar saying the stormy innings, Tufani Pari from Josh Butler, could be a danger for Kings 11 Punjab. Punjab will win, according to Dimple, as another one is played down the ground, this time in the air, but drop short of the man at long on, and it will be an easy single for Tripathi. He's on a runner ball 7, is Tripathi. And thank you for your comment, Kiran Desai. You liking the coverage? I'm glad about that, and I hope that we continue to go on and please you with every passing day, every passing game in the IPL. And then after that, obviously, the biggest tournament of the year, the World Cup 2019 in England will happen again, and we will come and bring you the coverage of that. Halla Bol, says Somnath Dhyanjay, obviously supporting Rajasthan Royals there. Is Butler on strike as Mujib has bowled a good over. Butler now works one away towards wideish long on, picks up one, looking to come back for the second, and he should come back for the second with ease as well. So 31 for no loss, Rajasthan Royals, and it's 3.4 overs gone. And now there's a bit of a change in the lounge with Wali Siddiqui taking a break to go on and grab his dinner. I've got Paratosh, who's already stuffed and happy. Welcome back, Paratosh.
Thank you very much for welcoming me back here. Josh Butler and Tripathi are playing very well for this side as Rajasthan continue their chase with the Kings 11 Punjab. And Mujibur Rahman is bowling his second over, and certainly with this rate, Rajasthan Royals are well on their way to chasing it, but they're linked to continue with this rate only.
Absolutely, but someone said that we've got a long way to go for that is Khalid Menon says still lots of work to do for the Royals here, as now Rahul Tripathi pulls one away for a single. They should be targeting to come back for the second, but it's David Miller on the crease, so on the ball, so only one run on that occasion. 34 for no loss after 3.5 overs. Ajinkya Rahane is padded up. The man who's generally open for Rajasthan Royals, he's dropped down to number 3, hopefully. Well, we've got Gyanshu Shah from Malaysia enjoying the game conversation. Thank you so much, Gyanshu, for the love. As another one has now been paddled away through towards fine leg, and it's Chris Gayle who's chasing it, and he's won the race as Chris Gayle. Would you believe it? Gayle ran faster than the ball, and in the end the throw comes in, and a couple of runs there for Rajasthan Royals. It's 37 now for no loss after 3.5 overs. Only Punjab, says Dimple, and we've got Khalid thanking us for the update. Now please don't do that, Khalid. It's our pleasure, it's our duty, and it is something that we want to and strive to do with the best of possible ways. Now final delivery of this over. Mujib is bowling his second. He's given away 20, make that 21 of the 2 overs that he's bowled. 4 overs gone, 38 for no loss at the moment.
Certainly a great start for Rajasthan. They haven't lost a wicket yet, and this is not very good for Rajasthan, for Kings 11 Punjab, as they wanted early wickets in their chase of this total of 182. The target is good and the target is big, but at this rate, Josh Butler can very well hurt you in the middle overs. As moving to our commentary box of chat box of Chat Box.
Absolutely, we got Sifat Khan asking, who's tuned in from Singapore, what's the target? The target is 183. And Strangers Daddy saying, will we bring the coverage during the election day? Of course we will. Election or no election, cricket is our religion, cricket is our passion, and we'll make sure that all the cricket fans around the world who are interested in the IPL do not miss out on the update. In the meantime, edge and taken, what a big wicket, and it's Arshdeep Singh who strikes. It's probably the biggest wicket he will take in this season's IPL. He's picked up the wicket of Josh Butler, gone for 23. The IS Bindra Stadium erupts with joy as the dangerous Butler is gone. Unfortunately, we will not see Butler versus Ashwin today, as a slow off cutter does the trick, and an excellent running catch taken there by the wicketkeeper Nicholas Pooran, running backwards, eyes on the ball, and he's taken a terrific catch. 38 for 1 now. The opening stand has been broken, and Arshdeep Singh, you beauty, he's saying, you may have hit me for 2 sixes, I'll have the last laugh.
He certainly has the last laugh, but who else had the last laugh then? Ravichandran Ashwin. He was celebrating like a fanatic the wicket of Josh Butler, and he knows the importance of that wicket, not only because of the earlier confrontation, but because the prowess this player brings onto the field. He's a very lethal batsman, and with this wicket they have got the initial breakthrough they required. The score now is 38 at the loss of 1 wicket after 4.1 overs, and what a start by Arshdeep. The young Punjabi lad has certainly provided what was needed for Kings 11 Punjab.
Well, it's the homegrown Arshdeep Singh who's picked up the wicket of Butler, the big one, and we got Raja Rajput back with us. Hello, Raja, and he says, thank God Smith isn't playing. Everyone would have fallen asleep playing test cricket. Well, Well, Raja, he hasn't been in the greatest of nick, but certainly he is a good batsman. We got Somnath Dhianje saying, thank God Ashton Turner is playing today. In the meantime, it's Sanju Samson, the new man out to come on and join Tripathi. While Tripathi will be on strike. Pravind Kumar says there will be 2 sixes in this over. I don't know about that, but the wicket of Josh Butler has come, and that's a big wicket here for Kings 11 Punjab, and a massive blow for Rajasthan Royals. We got Raju Merugu tuning in as well. I am the Rishi. Well, Rishi, do give us your prediction for the game. Who do you think will win? When do you think they will win? By what over? What runs, wickets?
I think it will go down to the.
It should go down to the wire. Final over. We got Sachin Kumar Mehra saying, "Go Butler," and yes, he's gone. He's gone back to the pavilion, but still a long way to go, according to Khalid Menon.
Yeah, the long way to go here. Still, an upwards of 15 overs left, and a lot of batting in this Rajasthan lineup. They have only lost Josh Butler. However, he was important for the side, but you have Sanju Samson who was scoring good. Tripathi is still at the crease, and after that also you have players who can hurt the opposition. As far as Punjab are concerned, they are quite good in this match. They have Mujibur Rahman and Ravichandran Ashwin coming in the middle overs. Things are looking quite good for them. They have a good total courtesy of a quick fire 17 from their captain Ravichandran Ashwin, and with this Josh Butler wicket, they are in a strong position in this game. They made a startling run in the Jaipur leg of this particular encounter, and they will certainly look for a victory here also, provided they get wickets quick and early.
Well, there's one thing that you're guaranteed when Rajasthan Royals are up against Kings 11 Punjab. Not one thing, it's everything. Boundaries, sixes, wickets, excellent running between the wickets, brilliant fielding, entertainment, and apart from that, controversy. And is that man the captain who started it off? Ravichandran Ashwin with munkering Josh Butler, but Butler is gone this time, and I have to say Arshdeep Singh has impressed me a lot. You know, he's getting the ball to swing away and into the batsman. He's picked up the wicket of the dangerous Josh Butler, and still 2.3 overs is what the young man has bowled, and he's picked up a wicket, giving away just 19 runs. Now over pitch in the air and sliced over backward point. That will be a boundary for Rahul Tripathi. 45 is what he moves up for Rajasthan Royals. 45 for 1, 13 for Tripathi, and that's just the second boundary of this Rajasthan Royals innings. And we have to say once again, every now and then, you know, just because he's youngster, lacking in experience, he's bowled a poor delivery. That's been punished away. A lot of width on offer, half volley, and the more you keep it on the stumps, young boy, the better it will be for you. Quickly, getting back to the YouTube comments, and had a comment about the Bangladesh squad being announced today, and we'll get back to that as the score is 45, a slip in possession, and now an easy single, or maybe more than that. Well, I think they'll just stick to a single there. They've come back for the second, have they? Wonderful running between the wickets. They're just playing and toying with the fielding. And Raja Rajput has said that the Bangladesh squad has been announced. What do we think about that? Well, quickly, we'll tell you the Bangladesh squad that was announced. Mashraf Mortaza will be the captain of the side. Shakib Al Hassan will be the vice captain. And apart from that, they've got Tamim Iqbal, Mahmudullah, Mushfiqur Rahim, Soumya Sarkar, Liton Das, Sabir Rahman, Mehndi Hassan, Mohammad Mithun, Rubal Hussain, Mustafizur Rahman, Mohammad Safiuddin, Mosaddek Hussain, and Abu Jayed. As we speak, another boundary here, and that's come off the bat this time of another batsman from Rajasthan Royals. I think it's Rahul Tripathi who's got that boundary, and trying to tell you the squad, and they've hit another 4 of Rajasthan Royals. It's a slobber knocker of a game, high tempo, high octane, and with that it's the end of over number 5. 50 up on the board for Rajasthan Royals. It's 51 for the loss of 1 wicket, 19 for Rahul Tripathi, and Sanju Samson, the new man, he is on 1. And to answer your question, Raja, I think it's a very basic squad for Bangladesh. This is the squad they go into every tournament. I think Abu Zayed is the only one that I'm not very sure of. But apart from that, this is a very, very regular and a normal squad for Bangladesh. They're not going on with any newbies. And the good thing is that Shakib Al Hassan is back in the squad, and he will be assisting Mashrafe Mortaza, who is the captain for Bangladesh. Now 132 needed of 15 overs, and Rinku Arora saying party here for Punjab. Sachin Kumar Mehra says Samson will be the danger man, and as always we got Somnath Dhyanjay supporting Rajasthan Royals, again screaming out Halla Bol as he's done in the past as well. And Butler gone, and Royals gone, says Khalid Menon. Well, Khalid, they still have a bit of batting left. Let's just not write them off already, with Khalid Menon saying if Royals save wickets for the last 10 overs, they should go for their chances. Well, we'll have to wait and see if they can do it or not. Well, apart from that, we got Sunil Sharma also tuning in, and we got Suresh as well, Chuda Suresh and Anju Yadav along with Rana Ahmed. All of you, very, very warm welcome. 5.2 overs gone, it's 52 for 1, and now Rajasthan Royals, after the loss of Butler's wicket, they're looking to go on and get a partnership here, Rajasthan Royals, because Butler, he's been the main man for them over the past 7-8 innings. In fact, in the last 4 innings against Punjab, he's got 4 half centuries, and Mujibur continuing, it's up in the air, but drops short of the man at long on, and a single there for Rahul Tripathi. Score moves up to 20 now, and it's 53 for the loss of 1 wicket. Rajasthan Royals, another 130 to get.
Another 130 to get, but it'll be an easy task if these two continue with the run rate at which they are going right now. Sanju Samson looks to get into the groove of things as Tripathi moves quickly. The scoreboard moves quickly with Tripathi scoring majority of the runs. Mujib has played a fantastic bowl. He has bowled fantastically in this over. Only 3 runs off of 5 balls with the final ball still yet to be bowled. He has conceded a total of 24 runs right now, and Sanju Samson is struggling with the bowling right now. As Punjab, they'll be looking to get a wicket in the next 2-3 overs, because if these two players get set, it'll be a very difficult task for Punjab side to restrict the opposition later on.
Well, we got Raja Rajput saying Mujibur Rahman is getting exposed. Smith will score 50 plus. Saqib Jamal Smith is not even in the playing 11 today, if I'm correct. He's not playing. It's Stephen Smith. And apart from that, he says Rajasthan will win this contest. So 6 overs gone. It's 54 for the loss of 1 wicket at the moment. Our Rajasthan Royals. And now we'll have to wait and see how things pan out for the remainder of the 14 overs. So power play overs are done. It's 54 for the loss of 1 wicket. And we've spoken about the Bangladesh squad. We spoke about the India squad yesterday with Virat Kohli leading the line. Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, Vijay Shankar, MS Dhoni, Kedar Jadhav, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, Mohammad Shami, Kuldeep Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, Yuzvendra Chahal, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, KL Rahul and Dinesh Karthik in the Indian squad for the World Cup. Australia have announced their squad as well. Aaron Finch will be captaining the Kangaroos. Down in England, Jason Behrendorff, Alex Carey, Nathan Coulter-Nile, Pat Cummins, Usman Khwaja, Nathan Lyon, Sean Marsh, Glenn Maxwell, Jai Richardson, Stephen Smith, Mitchell Stark, Marcus Stoinis, David Warner and Adam Zampa. So the big pluses for Australia are that Stephen Smith and David Warner are back in the squad.
A very contrasting side to the one which toured India. Nobody was giving them a chance 6 months back, but they have turned it on its head after the India tour to Australia, and this side looks like a sure shot contender now with the addition of David Warner and Steve Smith.
They got dropped by India in Australia, then they came to India and they defeated India 3-2, and then they went on to our neighbours and said, well, hello Pakistan, and they destroyed them. Did Australia 5-0 is what the score was at the end of the series.
That too in the UAE, which is playing out as the home ground of the Pakistani side until ICC starts regular cricket in Pakistan, which is highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely with the way things are going.
Given the conditions, but here this Australian side is an underdog, and I won't like to call them an underdog
You can never call Australia underdogs.
because they still are the defending champions.
Absolutely.
And they have the likes of Steven Smith and an informed Glenn Maxwell in their side, and they are training very rigorously, as I know.
Yep.
This side is certainly one which can hurt India's ambitions of a World Cup, also England's, because England is a very strong side.
And
in this
playing
World
at
Cup.
home as well, the Englishmen. And as I said, someone asked me the question yesterday, what top 4 teams to get to the semi-final. I said India, England certainly will be there, and then
A certain Australian side.
Australia, absolutely, you can't rule them out. And then it's a toss-up between Pakistan and South Africa and New Zealand. In the meantime, opens the face of the bat, does Rahul Tripathi, guides one away towards third man. That will be a boundary. 4 runs here for Rahul Tripathi, moves up to 25 now. It's 61 for 1 Rajasthan Royals. The power play has ended. It's Murugan Ashwin who's been introduced into the bowling attack, but the boundaries continue to flow for Rajasthan Royals. We've got Fiza Khan as well tuning in, and along with that, we've got Somnath Dianje saying, come on RR, and Pravind Kumar is asking Azad that are you even listening to the coverage? Rajasthan Royals will score 175 according to Saqib Jamal. Well, that will not be enough. They need 183 to win. And apart from that, another single. So that's been a good over for Rajasthan Royals. 4 singles and a boundary. That means 8 runs already off this over of Murugan Ashwin, who's starting off his first over of his 4-over spell. As far as the field is concerned, 4 men in the 30-yard, and once again outside the off stump. This time, third man cuts it off, and a single there to end the over. 7 overs gone. It's 63 for the loss of 1 wicket for Rajasthan Royals. And come on Punjab, says Chandan Tej Puria. And we got Rinku Arora also saying, come on Punjab. We got a lot of supporters. India has the best squad for the World Cup according to Raja Rajput. Well, I'll just quickly tell you the squad for New Zealand as well. And it is Kane Williamson who will be leading the side, along with Tom Blundell, Trent Bolt, Colin de Grandhomme, Lockie Ferguson, Martin Guptill, Matt Henry, Tom Latham, Colin Munro, Jimmy Neesham, Henry Nichols, Mitchell Santner, Isodi, Tim Southey and Ross Taylor. So these are the 4 squads that we've told you today. Who do you think has the best squad? India, Australia, New Zealand or Bangladesh? I'm sorry, I have to say that because Bangladesh has announced their squad. But well, I think I'd agree with you, Raja, that India do have a good squad. And if
especially
they can,
the addition of Dinesh Karthik.
Absolutely. Dinesh Karthik and KL Rahul in the middle order. I think that's been a worry point for the Indians at number 4.
Although MSK Prasad has said that they'll favour Shankar, but I think if Dinesh Karthik gets a chance, he can very well provide them with what they need in England. He has.
But I think what turns it in favour of Vijay Shankar is that he's got those WW seamers will assist him in English conditions, while Dinesh Karthik doesn't bowl. That's probably the only way. While Harbhajan Singh said earlier, you don't need a backup for Mahendra Singh Dhoni, you don't need it, so don't worry about it.
Not a backup for Mahendra Singh Dhoni, but certainly a stable batsman that Dinesh Karthik. You feel that he can make a way into the squad if a certain injury is to arise to the all-time legend of the Indian cricket. But talking about Shankar, the thing that bothers many cricket fans is the way that English pitches play out in these conditions is certainly providing a little bit of assistance to the spinners as well, as we have seen in the summer.
more importantly, everyone getting carried away that it's English conditions and the seamers will come into play, but the summer will be ending.
Exactly.
The season in England is just ending just before the World Cup. They'll be playing their T20 Blast, the T40s as well, and then obviously their domestic. Forgetting the name of the tournament that the England plays, the county cricket. How could I forget? County cricket. And by that time the World Cup starts and gets to the business end, I think the pitches will be as good as this one in Mohali, dry with a bit of grass.
The only thing that will be assisting the bowlers, especially the seamers, would be the cloud cover.
Just the cloud cover.
And a little bit of humidity in the air. The wind blowing, that certainly assists the bowlers. But everybody has a chance in the game in England because as the trend has been seen in the past 3 years, especially the spinners, like when India toured England this time around in the tests, a certain Rashid was quite good. Not the one from Afghanistan, the one from England. He was quite good against India. So you never know which one clicks, and that is
And
the
remember,
reason.
Moeen Ali picking up 39 wickets in the Test
Exactly,
series against
exactly.
England against India. As we speak, another ball cut away, but wonderful fielding there by Mujibur. I think he's done some damage to himself. He's not even getting up to pick up the ball. The man from backward point will come up and get the throw in. I hope he's all right. He went and ran towards his left, and he's clutching his left shoulder. Is Mujibur Rahman. We've already had a shoulder injury with Alzari Joseph being ruled out possibly for the rest of the tournament, but in the end they will come back for the third as well. Raja Rajput says Shankar can play at 4 or 6. This will be very interesting. This all depends on the Indian think tank, how Virat Kohli, Ravi Shastri and the team management thinks. 8 overs gone. A good over there for
A certain input from MS Dhoni as well,
absolutely.
because you can never rule out his opinion.
Yep. Rajasthan Royals 8 overs, 73 for 1, and now they need another 110 from the remaining 12 overs. Do Rajasthan Royals with now the required run rate 9.17 for Rajasthan Royals, and 31 is what Rahul Tripathi's moved up to. 11 for Sanju Samson. And quickly we'll get on to a few of your comments. Dilawar Mukri back with us. Hello Dilawar, how are you my brother? And Killer Miller says Dimple, well he's done his job, he scored 40. Yash Rana and Somnath says they need Dhoni here to win the match. Do Rajasthan Royals, as 8 overs have been bowled. It's 73 for 1, and score for late Turner. Well, Dilawar, we'll have to wait and see if Ashton Turner is pressed into action. At the moment, the strategic timeout has been taken. It's 8 overs, 73 for 1 Rajasthan Royals. They need 110 in the final 12 overs to win the game. It's time for a break for us as well because the timeout has been taken. We'll be back very quickly. You stay tuned to Cricket Lounge on Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes Live.
Dhoni finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup. Pulls it back. Here's Ronaldo for the hat-trick. And Cristiano Ronaldo does it again.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes Live.
Dhoni finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup. Pulls it back. Here's Ronaldo for the hat-trick. And Cristiano Ronaldo does it again.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio.
And what a performance by the number 3 seed, Saina Nehwal, who tomorrow will contest a third All-England semi-final.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Sports Flashes Cricket Lounge. Quite a few of us asking us where we were. Well, it was a strategic timeout, so we had to take a short break. Naz S was asking us where we were. Well, Naz S, we are back with you. Do not worry. The score is 76 for the loss of 1 wicket after 8.2 overs. And the first strategic timeout has come to an end. Tripathi is on 34 of 23 deliveries. Sanju Samson is on 11 of 10 deliveries. And he's playing a really good knock. Is Rahul Tripathi finally getting an opportunity to open the innings for the Rajasthan Royals. And now Sanju Samson also providing adequate support from the other end, because he's tucked this away and got a boundary towards the square leg and fine leg region, because the score moves on to 80 for the loss of 1 wicket. Mohammad Shami is the bowler. 3 deliveries bowled, 7 runs conceded already. Partha Mukherjee, Dilawar Mukri, Shemer Gurji, Yash Rana, Palab Ghosh and Sunil Sharma all are with us right now. Score is 80 for the loss of 1 wicket after 88.3 overs. Mohammad Shami being the bowler to bowl his first over. Ravichandran Ashwin, we haven't seen much of him till now. And I think Mujibur Rahman is now off the field after an injury. And what a shot that was by Sanju Samson. Just dabs it towards third man. Karthik, what do you have to say about Sanju Samson?
Deft touch. That was a wonderful shot by Sanju. Let the ball come to him at the very last moment, opens the face of the bat and runs it down through towards third man for a boundary. I'm just surprised that Mohammad Shami, the kind of form and the kind of rhythm that he's in, he wasn't used at the top of the order. That's one big mistake Ashwin may have made.
Ashwin does that. I don't know.
He does that. And then after the ball's shine is gone, the sheen is gone, the hardness is gone, now Shami comes in, he's it for a boundary, and Ashwin is holding his chin like, what? How has that happened? Well, obviously that will happen.
Absolutely. The score is 84 for 1, and talking about the required run rate, it's 8.74 and the current run rate is way above it. It's 9.70, so it's 85 for 1 after 8.5 overs, and it's quite crucial for Kings 11 Punjab to break the partnership, because it's of 47 runs after 29 deliveries. Things are looking good for the Rajasthan Royals. Manjeet Singh, Dimple, Sunil Sharma, quite a few fans over here with us. Palab Ghosh and Yash Rana, Dilawar Murki saying hi. It's 85 for 1, and Rahul Tripathi signifying his class up the order. He's on 34 after 23 deliveries being faced, while Sanju Samson was 20 off 13. And if you talk about Rahul Tripathi, he's played 33 matches and batted in 32 innings. He has an average of 25.29, and he doesn't have he has 3 50s, not 100. So you can just see all 3 of those 50s coming up the order.
And absolutely high is being 93, so he missed out on that 100. Has got a decent strike rate as well of just under 140 as Rahul Tripathi. In the meantime, the over has come to an end. It's 9 overs gone, 85 for the loss of 1 wicket. Rajasthan Royals. Required run rate 8.91. Current run rate close to 9.5 at the moment. 20 for Sanju Samson with 2 boundaries, while 34 for Rahul Tripathi. He scored 3 boundaries as well. 12 runs coming off that over of Mohammad Shami. A couple of boundaries and 2 singles along with a double as well. Arshdeep Singh, the only wicket-taking bowler for Kings 11 Punjab. And now it's Ashwin who will bowl over number 10. Gave away 10 in his first over, and both Samson and Tripathi would want to stay in their crease when they're at the non-strikers end. Single of the first delivery takes them to 86 for the loss of 1 wicket. And now we got Dilawar Mukri, Somnath saying why Turner play at number 4? Well, he's not there. And Dr. Arvind Gangwal from Dubai has tuned in, and I think Dr. Arvind, you were the one a couple of days ago. You tuned in with your Pakistani friends, Dr. Aisha as well, if I remember correctly, and I think Rahane was opening the innings so far because he was trying to impress the selectors, and now obviously he's not involved. So
That's a good point.
That's a very good point. I have to say, Dr. Gangwal, that now that he's not in the squad, he's come down to go on and be drop down the order himself. Well, this is unselfish, but obviously not good for the team. Spinners aren't going to be effective in England, says Raja Rajput. Don't know if Rashid or Mujib are going to be effective. Well, Raja, by the time the World Cup starts, that will be the end of the playing season in England. The wickets will be fairly dry, and it will be, I think they will assist spinners a bit, but apart from that, only. And as I was speaking to Paritosh earlier, it'll be the cloud cover and the overcast conditions that will come in and assist the faster bowlers. As it's England, it will anyway assist the faster bowlers, but it may just assist the spinners a little bit more than it has done in the past. While Dilawar Mukri says, radio commentary days are back again thanks to Sports Flashes. Thank you, Dilawar. In the meantime, another single picked up. It's 88 for 1 Rajasthan Royals.
And if you clearly remember when India toured England, it was by the end of 2017, if my memory serves me right. And if you remember, it was Adil Rashid and Moeen Ali who were doing the wonders with the ball, with the white leather as well in the ODI cricket. Adil Rashid got him out on 3 or 4 separate occasions, Virat Kohli, and he looked bamboozled. So if you get a quality batsman like Virat Kohli out on some off spin or leg spin, then definitely spin is something which can be a really dangerous factor in the World Cup. And let me tell you, leg spin is something which is being treated as the weapon X of every team, and even Faf du Plessis has said that Imran Tahir is going to be my special weapon in the World Cup.
Well, wrist spinners, because they generally get a lot more turn than the finger spinners. And Bhagwana Badarwal is saying, how are we? Kaise ho? Bhagwana ji, we're all good. Thank you so much. And we got Chula Suresh tuning in as well, saying, hello, Arvind Gangwal. Sir, yes, you've confirmed it was you. How are you, and how are your friends doing in Dubai? And I hope you're enjoying this coverage. As Somnath says, Turner is a good batsman at number 4. Well, he is. Maybe he can come in if a wicket falls here. The required run rate now above 9, as 10 overs have been bowled. It's 89 for the loss of 1 wicket. You have an elephant's memory, and yes, I was there. Yes, Arvindji, that's the part of the job. You have to remember so many stats and figures, while remembering names and people who tune in is always easier.
Absolutely, but coming back to the game, it's 90 for the loss of 1 wicket. 10.1 overs have been bowled, and Murugan Ashwin is bowling his second over of the innings. 1.1 overs bowled by him, just 10 runs conceded, and Ravichandran Ashwin bowled another over, his first over in the previous one. But these two batsmen are turning it on. Sanju Samson playing the anchor role, while Tripathi is being the aggressor. He's on 37 of 28, while Sanju Samson is on 23 of 17. Quite a few fans were also saying that Sanju Samson would have been the ideal replacement of MS Dhoni as a wicketkeeper, but it just wasn't to be for him, because Rishabh Pant is in contention. Ishan Kishan is also there, but we all hope that Sanju Samson has age by his side. So you never know, if he proves to be consistent, you never know, he might get in there.
Well, for his own good, Sanju Samson has been around in the IPL circuit for a very long time, but he's just not lived up to the expectation. Had that issue with the Kerala Cricket Board as well. In the meantime, a single there, as the score moves up to 92 now for 1. We've got Sunil Sharma also tuning in. Anish Kafle from Nepal tuning in as well. And apart from that, we have Dilip Makwana and Dimple along with us as well. Open. That's how Somnath feels that the match is fairly open. Yes, it is. A wicket or two could certainly change it, but it's a sweep shot by Samson, but straight to the fielder. Mohammad Shami deep backward square leg, only a single there. And Raja Rajput says Russell smashed Rashid Khan during England last time.
And Russell smashes everyone.
Yeah, he does. And I'd like to remind you that Raja Rajput, that last season in the IPL, Chris Gayle hammered Rashid Khan for 4 sixes in an over, decimated Rashid Khan's bowling attack, and this time it is Rashid Khan who got the wicket of Chris Gayle as well. So, 1 win for you, 1 win for me. Inside edge, but drop shot of Murugan Ashwin, and a dot ball there. The score, Ahmed Ansar, is 93 for 1. and there's a final delivery remaining of over number 11.
And like he said that Russell smashed Rashid Khan for quite a few sixes, as well as Chris Gayle. Well, for wrist spinners, it's you either live by the sword or you die by the sword, because you get a lot of wickets, you get them in bundles, but you could also get smashed on your day, and that has been the case for Yuzvendra Chahal, Kuldeep Yadav, Rashid Khan as well. So you never know, but they are real match winners. Well, the over does come to an end. It's 93 for 1 after 11. And if we talk about Sanju Samson's IPL career, then he has been a bit hot and cold throughout his tenure. He's played 87 IPL matches, batted in 83 of them, has a strike rate of 128, average of 27, and I think this is something which he needs to improve on. 200s, 10 50s, he could have had much more. I think 20 50s and around 400s, that would have been something quite...
He'll be playing for India then.
Absolutely, but it wasn't to be as of now. Ahmed Ansar is over here asking us the score. It's 93 for 1. Pravinder Kumar is also here. Arvind Gagrawal, Majid Singh supporting Punjab, Anish Kafle from Punjab, Dimple, and Somnath Dhenjer, as well as Sunil Sharma. So quite a few fans here with us. 93 for 1. Ravichandran Ashwin, will he bowl his third over? He's just conceded 14 runs as of now. Murugan Ashwin, the other Ashwin from the other end, has conceded 13 in his 2 overs. And yes, it's Ravi Ashwin bowling his third over.
Yes, it is. He will come in and bowl over number 12. And the previous over from Murugan Ashwin was a terrific one. Only 4 runs coming off that over. He's now bowled 2 overs, giving away 13 runs and picked up a wicket. Tripathi helps RR to win this game, says Somnath, while Sunil Sharma has also tuned in. Well, a single there takes the score to 94, and another single takes it to 95 for 1. But the problem there for Rajasthan Royals, for Kings and Punjab, is they need to pick up more wickets. Well, if you guys had the option of Chahal, Kuldeep, Rashid or Mujibur, which players would you want in your squad? Only 2 players allowed. That's the question from Raja Rajput. Raja, if I had that option, I'd pick Rashid and Kuldeep in my squad.
Exactly the same, because one Chinaman and one bowler who is experienced enough, who has more than 200 wickets in T20 format. So I think
he's a very, very good batsman. Absolutely. Rashid Khan is someone who hits the helicopter shot as well very well. And we got Raja Arshad tuning in as well, and what he says, Punjab will win today, as well as Dimple having a word there with someone as Ashwin strikes. It's Ravichandran Ashwin, the captain of Kings 11 Punjab, delivering the much needed wicket, and it's Sanju Samson who's gone. He's gone. It's 97 for 2 now, and Sanju Samson, what have you done? It was the carom ball from Ashwin, went straight through, went for the slog sweep, lost his off stump.
What a ball that was, and he went for 1 sweep too many, and Ashwin was a really good observer there, because in the previous 2 or 3 deliveries he was just looking to sweep the ball, and that is exactly what he tried to do once again over here. A good field set by Ravi Ashwin as well, and he gets the wicket over here. He just slides it short of a good length with his index finger, the carom ball, like Karthik said it was, and it just rushed on to Sanju Samson, missed the bat, and went on to strike the off pole as it trembled down, and an important wicket at a crucial time for the Rajasthan Royals. It's 97 for 2 after 11.4 overs, and if you talk about Ravi Ashwin, he has been quite impressive this season. Well, we all know he would have been quite hurt after not being a part of the World Cup. In fact, he was snubbed from his place in the Indian cricket team in the limited overs format from after the ICC Champions Trophy, because he just managed to take a wicket over there, and as soon as he was removed from there, he has brought in some changes towards his bowling action, towards the deliveries that he does, and he is trying to prove a point to the selectors that I think you might have made a mistake by not selecting me, because ever since the Champions Trophy has happened, we haven't seen Ashwin in the Indian cricket team for the
for white ball cricket, right? He's I think he's a part of the test side very much,
right,
but not the one day or the T20 squad. In the meantime, it's Ajinkya Rahane who's come out to bat, and Stuart Binney reminds Raja Rajput of the ICL league that never worked, And Tenzin Sungra, thank you so much, brother. It seems that you really enjoy our chit chat. He said it's awesome, and thank you so much for the love. And apart from that, we got the over number 12 coming to an end. It's 98 for 2, a successful wicket taking over this from the skipper Ravichandran Ashwin, coming to an end. An important over because they did certainly need a wicket. Kings 11 Punjab, and it was the captain who delivered it. What an over, with just 5 runs coming off it, but more importantly, the wicket of Sanju Samson in there. So Rahane now, the skipper, out there in the middle, he's on 1, and Rahul Tripathi, the opener, he's still there on 39 of 33, but they need to pick up the run rate now to Rajasthan Royals, because the required run rate has crept up above 10. In fact, it's closing in on 11. It's 10.62 runs and over.
Ajinkya Rahane now coming down at number 4, and that was a really interesting point made by Dr. Arvind, that as soon as the World Cup squad was announced, he's now moved down to number 4. And I remember in an interview, Rahane said that if I have an impressive IPL season, there is a chance of me being in the World Cup squad. But now since that's out of the park, I think now he has realized that it's best you come at number 4. But what a shot that was by Rahane. We might be talking a lot of stuff behind his back right now, but he's proving us wrong with that boundary. What a shot that was. He's on 5. After that, 102 for 2. 12.1 overs have been bowled, and that was a flick. But let's come back to Ravi Ashwin. 133 IPL games played. He's taken 119 wickets with an economy of with a strike rate of 23.41. So he's
look at that economy, Wally. It's under 7, 6.79. That's terrific in IPL and T20 cricket. In fact, in T20 internationals as well, his economy is under 7 for Ravichandran Ashwin. As Shami continues, that boundary is brought up 100 on the board for Rajasthan Royals, and a single there to his third man takes it up to 103 for the loss of 2 wickets. We got Gokar Narjarayal supporting Rajasthan Royals, while Jabir Ahmed says RR are under pressure. Anju Yadav has already declared the winner. She says Punjab is the winner. Congratulations. That's what she says. And at the moment it's still not over as far as the purple cap is concerned. The most wicket takers are concerned. It is Kangi Surabala right at the top, and he's followed by Imran Tahir, and another poor delivery from Shami, and another boundary here for Rajasthan Royals. Full delivery on the pads. Shami knows it. The moment he bowled it there, he knew there was only one place that was going to go. That was 4, and Ashwin is just shouting at Shami. Mohammad Shami is like, Shami, what are you doing?
Well, I'm pretty sure that even he knows what happened over there, and you can just see the disappointment on Shami's face. He's quite disappointed with himself, and that is quite good, because once you do know that you are bowling at that line and you are aware that it is not the line to be bowled at, I think he will come strong. But I think he should have been given the new ball. That's something which has
absolutely. I'd love to see Mohammad Shami with the new ball, because he has got that fire, he's got the venom, he's got the swing, he hits the deck hard, and that could be the problem that he's facing now, with the shine gone, the hardness gone. Well, much better comeback that from Mohammad Shami. A dot ball there, and Sunil Sharma, who's preparing for his bank exams, all the best, Sunil. It's 9 runs of the over so far from Mohammad Shami's over, and overall he's given away 21 runs in the 1.4 overs that he's bowled. 107 for 2, and won 2 big overs for Rajasthan Royals, says Gokar Narayan, and dot ball is bad for RR according to Jabir Ahmed. Yes, considering that the required run rate is above 10, you can't afford too many dot balls, can you? 145 kilometers an hour, the previous delivery from Shami. He's working up some serious pace here, and that's been worked away for a single. Overall, throughout this over, he's bowled 143, 145, 142, 145. So good pace there by Mohammad Shami, and with that it's 108 for the loss of 2 wickets. Tenzin says, I guess RR will lose, while Kumar Sashi in reply says RR will win. So divided house in our cricket lounge. I think it will be a difficult game for both the sides. Whoever holds on to their nerves will go on and win the game. Single of the final delivery, 13 overs gone, and with that it is 109 for 2 Rajasthan Royals.
74 runs more needed for Rajasthan to win this game from 42 deliveries, and don't despair, because games are often won at a quite comfortable rate with this equation, because you still have 8 wickets in the hut, and if we talk about the batting lineup, you still have Ashton Turner. Well, the man can hit big. If you do not remember the innings, just go to YouTube and hit Ashton Turner's innings in Mohali against
versus India at this very ground.
India. So exactly. So it will be a happy homecoming for him as well. And if you look at the batting lineup, as Ashton Turner, and I think that is the reason why that they're quite depressed, because after Ashton Turner, it's Stuart Binney and Jofra Archer and Shreyas Gopal. Not much batting lineup left.
But I think Binney can tonk 1 or 2 max out, but after that there's a lot of not a lot of batting come. And Jabir is Jabir, are you asking us to come down to Dhaka in Bangladesh and visit you, or is it one of your friends in the chat room? Well, do let me know if it's an offer for me. I'll certainly come down very soon. Wally, I'll take you along.
Sure, not a problem. I've heard that it is a really good place. But coming back to the score, it's 109 for the loss of 2 wickets. And it's Mandeep Singh who's been brought on to bowl. And what is Ravichandran Ashwin trying to do over here? Rajat Rajput says that Dhoni should continue to play for the sake of India because Kohli can't lead. Rory needs to captain. Well, that's a bit too harsh. Come on. Virat Kohli doesn't have a really good set of fast bowlers. If you do have a good, in fact, a good squad apart from A.B. de Villiers himself and Yuzvendra Chahal, you bar these 3 aside and you have a pretty mucked up squad over there. But Gokra Nigel saying that
well, he just corrected me. Sorry, Wally, this is not for you, this is for me. He says, hi sir, my name is Gokarna Raj Aryal. I've been calling you Narayan and everything. I'm so sorry for that. And Gokarna says he's from Nepal. Kosta Chau Gokarna Ramra. And he's at the moment in Japan. It's 2:30 a.m. and he's still tuned in. That's the love and that's the passion of cricket. And Kumar Sashi is also listening from Nepal. While we've got a lot of you tuning in, thank you so much. And Raja Rajput has made something very clear, that Dhoni should continue to play for the sake of India because Kohli cannot lead. Well, a lot of our fans have been saying that. A lot of our staff in the office have been saying that. We'll get back to that as another one played over Ashwin's head, but only a single there. Will they come back for the second? Yes, they will. Well, excellent running. Mandeep was the bowler there. A couple of runs for Rahane. Now the score moves up to 113 for 2. And getting back to Virat Kohli and the captaincy debate, a lot of people have been saying that he can't lead, he can't do that. And I was going through his stats, and he's won 75% of the games for India. I think, and that was the highest of all the current.
Even better than Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Of all the current captains in world cricket right now.
I think if you give him world-class players, even if you give him a bunch or even 5 or 6 of them, then he will be able to do that. Because if you remember, one of the seasons for the Royal Challengers Bangalore, when he had Chris Gayle, A.B. de Villiers, he was in his prime. KL Rahul, Sarfaraz Khan himself, he smashed 400s in that. Bowlers such as Umesh Yadav, who was good at that time, Yuzvendra Chahal obviously, and he single-handedly took the team towards the final, along with brief cameos from Gayle, de Villiers, Sarfaraz, Mandeep Singh, and it was a time when they needed to win 8 out of 8, and he did that, and out of those he smashed 400, so he has it.
Well, obviously he does have it as a batsman. He's terrific, and he says, I'm not Shashi, I'm Shahi. I'm sorry, Kumar Shahi. I apologize, brother. Just reading so many comments, I'm sorry, but it's very difficult to get all the names right. I apologize. Kumar Shahi, welcome to Cricket Lounge. 115 for 2 as Rahane plays it in the air, but into the wicket, extra cover region. Good stop there by the extra cover fielder, but they'll come back for the second as well. So a good over. The 7 runs of this over, in fact 8 of this over from Mandeep. 14 overs gone, 117 for 2. And Tenzin is inviting us to beer. Well, I've been there, but I will come back and see you. And you saying Tibetan momo and soup, I think Tenzin, you mean Thukpa. That's what you mean, that's the soup. And for you, if I come there, I'd like to have some of those dalle, the hottest, one of the hottest chilies in the world, and it will be lovely to meet you. And obviously your mom as well there. We spoke about her yesterday, and we'll all sit down, have some momos and tukpal. Get Wali along, don't worry. Wali's sitting there like, oh, why do I not get invited? No, Wali, you're invited as well. Well, it's the strategic timeout. That means it's time for us to take a quick break. 14 overs gone. It's 117 for the loss of 2 wickets, with Rahul Tripathi on 46 and Ajinkya Rahane on 13 at the crease. We'll stay tuned to Cricket Lounge and Sports Flashes. We'll be back very shortly as action resumes at the PCA in Mohali.
You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio.
And what a performance by the number 3 seed, Saina Nehwal, who tomorrow will contest a third All-England semi-final.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
This is Sports Flashes Live.
The flying Finn from Helsinki is on his last lap, looking magnificently good for his 20th World Championship win.
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes Live. Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. This is Sports Flashes Live. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes, everything about sports. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio. Sports Flashes Radio. World's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes, the official broadcast partner of BCCI. Sports Flashes, everything about sports.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Sports Flashes Cricket Lounge. The strategic timeout has come to an end, and the score is 117 for the loss of 2 wickets. Rahul Tripathi is still out there. He came on to open the innings. He's on 47, making complete use of the opportunity that he got from his skipper, and he is being accompanied by his skipper Ajinkya Rahane, who did come out to bat at number 4. He's at 13 after facing 8 deliveries. It's Murugan Ashwin who's bowling his third over of the game, conceding 14 runs. And if we talk about the equation, it's 65 runs now needed of the final 34 deliveries. So things are getting heated at the moment, and for Rajasthan's sake, they will need a boundary or two almost every over, because things can get out of hands. And we have seen that in the IPL. Whenever pressure builds, there is an over where you get a big wicket, and the new batsman always struggles to hit the big shots as soon as he's in. So it's important for these two batsmen who are well settled in that they strike some fear in Ravichandran Ashwin's eyes, who is captaining the Punjab team, but well bowled once again by Murugan Ashwin over here. 118 for 2, and Sunil Sharma, Ankit Kumar, Antu Kumar, Dimple, and Raja Rajput is still persisting that Rohit Sharma is a better captain, saying that look at what Rohit did for the Nidihas Trophy and Asia Cup. Bangladesh could have won it. Rohit didn't rise to the occasion. Kohli just needs to focus on batting. Well, if you remember, Rohit Sharma was the one who told Dinesh Karthik to bat down the order. He promoted Vijay Shankar. Vijay Shankar faced 5 dot balls, and had he not got out, then Dinesh Karthik wouldn't have got the opportunity to finish the game.
Well, let's not go by history. Let's not go by what's happened or what's not. Rahane goes for the pole and misses it completely. But now the important thing is let's focus on how India will go on and win the World Cup again. It's 120 for 2 at the moment. And Rahane this time connects with the sweep. Has he got enough on it? Oh, excellent fielding there by Mandeep. He takes one for the team. He slides. The dew certainly not making it easy. The ball after a bounce hits his chest. But in the end, he's done a good job. 15 overs gone. 122 for the loss of 2 wickets at the moment. Our Rajasthan Royals. Over number 15 has just come to an end. And a good over. There's just 5 runs of that. Anant Kumar also tuning in. And apart from that, we got Sunil Sharma. Well, if you want to learn about competitive exams and banking, this is not the place. You got to go pick up a book and read, young man. That's how you do it. I've cleared those. But in the end, it was the passion of cricket and my love for the game that got me here and out of a bank job. That's for sure. Raja Rajput, along with Dilawar Mukri. All of you, thank you so much for tuning in and sharing the love. And Tenzin, absolutely, brother, I will come down to Bir. How do I contact you? That's another question. I can come to Bir. I'll go to the top of the mountain and shout your name. If you can hear it, then do come
I think there
up.
are quite a few Tenzins over there.
Tenzin, yep, absolutely. And you have promised me momos and thukpa, so remember that as well. 122 for 2 after 15 overs are at the moment Rajasthan Royals.
122 for 2, and yes, it's 15 overs bowled. Tripathi on 48. With that single, he'll move on to 49, and Ravichandran Ashwin is the bowler.
Yeah, Ashwin bowling his final over. He's got figures of 1 for 20 at the moment after 3.1 overs of Ravichandran Ashwin. Wonderful spell from the captain, leading by example. 123 for 2 as Tripathi is one shy of his half century. He's 49 not out of 42 deliveries is Rahul Tripathi. He's led from the front, and Rahane now comes on the track, goes for the big hit. It's in the air but drops short of the man at long on. KL Rahul collects it on one bounce, only a single there, and the single will take Rahane to 17. 59 now needed of 28 deliveries, and they need a couple of big overs here, do Rajasthan Royals, if they have to get back into this contest. Otherwise, it'll be Kings and Punjab outside the off-stump. Oh, has he stumped him? Very clever that from Ravichandran Ashwin. Will Tripathi miss out on his half century? Came down the track, did Tripathi? Ashwin saw that, bowled it way outside off-stump. The wicket-keeper Puran collects the ball, whips the bails off, but by the time he did that, Tripathi in a last-ditch effort to get back, put in a dive, and that's been referred to the third umpire. Well, Ashwin, he just doesn't run them out of the non-striker's end. He's very clever at the striker's end as well. He got the ball. Will this be end of Tripathi's innings? I think he's made it. Has he? Oh yes, he has.
He has just made it, and I guess it was just 2 away from Nicholas Puran's hands that he wasn't able to bring it on time because he bowled it at a wide length, and that is what got the better of Nicholas Puran. Had this wicket come, then Tripathi would have gone on 49 of 42 deliveries, and it would have been a really big blow. Kunal over here supporting Punjab. Javeer Ahmed saying that, what are you doing, Rahane? He's on 17 of 12. Shivraji Pandit, Yash Rana, and Raja Rajput also joined in with us. Kumar S. Shahi supporting Rajasthan Royals. Well, things are getting quite tense at the moment for Rajasthan because they need 59 runs from 28 deliveries, and they need to tune up the music because no runs are coming over here. And if you talk about this over only 3 runs have come so far off 4 deliveries, and I'm pretty sure that Ashwin will be pleased.
Ashwin will be pleased. He's bowling his final over. He certainly will want to pick up a wicket or 2. 3 deliveries bowled, 3 left, as now a tied looking Tripathi pulls it away towards deep mid wicket. He'll pick up a single, complete his half century, but a single is not going to help Rajasthan Royals here. Singles is something you can't deal with. They need big hits. They need lusty blows. 4th IPL 50 for Rahul Tripathi. It's 126 for 2, but they need big shots now. They need a couple of big overs. Do Rajasthan Royals?
I think they need to hit out or get out because they know they have a big hitter in the hut, and that is Ashton Turner. He needs to get an opportunity if these guys are not able to do it. And Rahane taking the 1s and 2s over here because that's another single taken after cutting it towards deep extra cover. He moves on to 18 of 13 deliveries. Tripathi's on 50, and it's now 56 runs needed of 25 deliveries. This is Ashwin's final ball of his spell. Quite impressive once again. Just 24 runs given and taken 1 wicket. That too of Sanju Samson. And this time Tripathi this might be a catch. Yes, he finishes. he finishes his spell with another wicket, and that too of Rahul Tripathi. What a spell by the skipper, leading by example.
Absolutely bowled 4 overs, 2 for 24 figures for Ravichandran Ashwin, and with that it's wicket number 3 down for Rajasthan Royals. Rahul Tripathi, the man who'd been there since the start of the innings, he's gone for 50 of 45. The carom ball from Ashwin doing the trick, goes for the big drive, does Tripathi, off the middle but not enough power, and no mistake there by Mayank Agarwal at the long off fence. He's gone, is Rahul Tripathi for 45. It's 127 for 3. Final 4 overs remaining, and the match is drifting away from Rajasthan Royals. And Ashwin, I think he's hurt by the simple fact that he's not in the World Cup squad, and he wants to prove the selectors wrong. He's going to go on, call MSK Prasad tonight and say, did you see that, brother?
I think he's even more hurt by not being even considered into that
Absolutely.
lineup, because he wasn't in anyone's lineup over there. It was either Chahal, Kuldeep, Yadav, and even Ravindra Jadeja. He got the nod ahead, and let's not forget Ravichandran Ashwin used to bowl in tandem with Jadeja, and it's Jadeja who got the edge.
And can you imagine, there's Vijay Shankar in the squad and no Ravichandran Ashwin.
I'm pretty sure he's quite upset with that, but what an over, what a spell, and what an IPL Ravichandran Ashwin is having over here. And we are back with Paritosh over here. And Paritosh, what's happening? Rajasthan Royals are in self-destruct mode once again, but this man can turn it around now.
Ashton Turner certainly has something about him that certainly assures a Rajasthan fan that there is something left in this game for him, as Rahane, the captain of the Rajasthan side, is batting. Ashton Turner certainly has the batting prowess to prove that that Rajasthan can still salvage a win from here, but it's rare that from this position they win. Rahane has to turn on the style here if they are to win, and Ashton Turner certainly will have to score some biggies in that win, if that happens in case.
Absolutely.
So many conditions to it, because at this point Punjab are taking it home, and they'll be very happy with it until and unless there's a late change in the game, which eventually has happened in the IPL many a times. Looking at the stats, what do you think about Ashton Turner?
54 of 23, and if we talk about Ashton Turner's figures in international cricket, because he hasn't played much IPL. In fact, this might be his very first game in the Indian Premier League. T20s, if we talk about it, 5 T20 games for Australia. Highest score, he's just scored 26 runs, so he hasn't done much over here. But if we talk about his one-day international format, 3 games, and in that his highest is 84 runs. Has an average of 62, has a strike rate of 145, and that is all due to that innings at this current venue over here. And Raja Rajput saying that Ashwin can't bat, Shankar can bowl, and bat Shankar is on another level. The future of Indian cricket is important. Jabir Ahmed, Rinku Arora, Yash Rana, Kumar Sethi saying that RR needs to win this game, and it's a wide ball by Murugan Ashwin. 52 now needed of 22 deliveries, 131 for 3, 16.2 overs bowled, and things might just get out of hands for the Rajasthan Royals if another wicket falls over here.
Yeah, things will fall all over the place for Rajasthan if one more wicket goes inside an over or two. Here Ashton Turner tries to go big, and has he got no power in it, and certainly David Miller will take his catch as Turner makes his walk back to the pavilion, and with this it's all but sealed for Kings 11 Punjab here, as Murugan Ashwin certainly has a wicket to his name now of Ashton Turner. The debutant couldn't do much for Rajasthan, and it's a sad story of losing it all inside 2-3 overs for Rajasthan.
And the sad part is that it shouldn't be over, because it's just 4 wickets. If it was Chennai Super Kings or Mumbai Indians, you still would have had Karen Pollard, Hardik Pandya, or who else is there for MS Dhoni or Suresh Raina?
Sorry, the game's still not over. They have Jofra Archer coming in, and Jofra Archer has hit quite some sixes for them in the past. Whether he replicates, that's a question that is to be answered.
We hope so. We hope so for Rajasthan's sake, that he might be able to do something, because they are at the bottom of the table at 7th position, along with RCB, who's at 8th.
They're not at the bottom. There's always RCB for the bottom place. You can't.
There are 2 constants: Chennai Super Kings and RCB. That will always remain as the constant pillars.
Certainly, something
the 2 pillars holding the IPL right now.
Certainly something that will not go well with the cricket personality of Sports Flashes, Mr. Saurav, who is a die-hard RCB fan, but he has been saddened by the sorry state of the team time and again.
Absolutely. Talking about the score, it's 131 for 4, and the captain needs to play a captain's knock today. Like Ravichandran Ashwin did bowl a captain's spell. Last 33 deliveries, 38 runs have come off for the bat, which is just not acceptable. You need to win this game. You are chasing. There is a reason why you won the toss and elected to have a field first.
Go at the ball first.
And if you remember, there were quite a few fans on YouTube criticizing KL Rahul for the slow knock. But if you look at Tripathi's knock as well, it's of similar nature.
Because it's a slow turner. You've got to accept that. You've got to give respect to the bowler. You've got to have some deliveries under your belt before you go for the big shots, and that's what happened with the KL Rahul's knock. He initially took 30 odd balls and scored some 18-17 runs, and then he accelerated, scored consecutive sixes and boundaries, and got himself a handsome 50. 52. That worked in his favour, and that worked in Kings XI Punjab's favour, because he knew there was no Chris Gayle at the other end, and he batted sensibly. It was a great knock, and if eventually Punjab seal the win here, they'll have to have credit for KL Rahul and his patience at the pitch, because he's not known for patience on the pitch, especially in a T20 game.
Well, right on. And Yashwana is over here. Naushad Khan is supporting Punjab today. Jabir Ahmed saying that Tripathi should be blamed for the job. Rinku Arora, as always, supporting Kings 11 Punjab. Dimple, enter new channel. Sphinx, Raja Ratut, and many more. Mohanar, Sami Doral still supporting Rajasthan Royals, and Manohar C. Pawar also supporting the Kings 11 Punjab. 133 for 4 after the end of 17 overs, and now 50 runs are required of 18 deliveries, and they need almost 2 sixes in every over if they stand a chance over here.
Certainly. A very big ask from these two, as Jofra Archer is the new man in, and he needs some deliveries in a pitch like this to get settled, to know how the track is reacting. He certainly did his bit with the ball. Can he do it with the bat? That's a question that is amongst Rajasthan fans. And Royals need this win. They need this win desperately. Both these teams have been struggling in the IPL time and again. Kings and Punjab haven't yet won an IPL, but Rajasthan Royals won the maiden IPL title and have been in and out of the playoffs time and again. Kings and Punjab, on the other hand, always, these two teams are the most who have suffered from the hands of Mumbai Indians, because they peak late and they certainly edge out with the 4th spot eventually, which these two are always vying for time and again.
And if you look at the last 4 overs, only 24 runs coming off of it. 2 wickets have also been brought down, and it's Jofra Archer who will be the man on strike. And if you talk about his innings against the Chennai Super Kings, he did play a brief cameo over there at the Chepauk Stadium, Chidambaram Stadium, along with Ben Stokes, and almost got over the line. But it's Mohammad Shami who will be bowling to Jofra Archer as he goes for the pull, and that's another catch taken at deep mid-wicket, this time by KL Rahul, and Jofra Archer has to go, and with that I guess it has to be the end of Rajasthan Royals. Though Rahane is still there, but he is not known for big hitting, is he?
Not known for big hitting. If this was a test match and you wanted him to stay till the end of the evening, he would have probably, but this is not test cricket, this is T20 cricket, and the big ask here is that they need runs, and they need runs quick. For that to happen, you have to have some sixes, some boundaries in your innings, and that is a question mark against Rahane's name. And certainly Jofra Archer has walked back now for the Rajasthan Royals. Just 1 run of the 3 deliveries he faced. Stuart Binney makes his way into the middle. He's been criticized time and again. Stuart Binney, can he turn it around? I highly doubt that. And with 1 more wicket now, and it's all game. Kings 11 Punjab, they'll be walking home with the win in their kitty. On the other hand, Rajasthan Royals, they have spilled it on. They have only themselves to blame. They were in a good position after the initial knock by the openers, Rahul Tripathi. And what have they done here?
And if we talk about RCB and Chennai Super Kings, I think there needs to be a third pillar as well. Rajasthan Royals, they haven't moved away from 7th ever since being there in the very first place. So I think they're going to remain there, the 7th, and these are bad signs for Rajasthan Royals because they have a good team. Let me remind you, RCB do not have a good squad. They do not have that depth, but Rajasthan Royals, with the kind of depth, the Indian contingent that they have, Shreyas Gopal, Krishnappa Gautam, the kind of talent that they have in the kitty, as well as Ajinkya Rahane, Rahul Tripathi, I think you should be winning games left, right and centre with that combination, but it isn't happening here for them.
Sad story for all the fans that support this team, because who you've got to blame? You've got to blame the management. You've got to blame the management a bit, because you're not able to execute your plans properly, and you're not able to make plans properly. Tripathi, the big ask of opening him was there since the start of the IPL, and he was given a chance. He proved it. So if he was given a start from the earlier in the season, this would not have happened, and the middle order should have some games under their belt. 49 runs off 16 deliveries now. A tough ask from these two players. Rahane is a good player, but he cannot score at that rate. 16 balls, 49 runs. Not happening today, bro.
134 for 5, and there was a really interesting comment that we read when you were not here, Paridosha. It was by Dr. Arvind. He said that Ajinkya Rahane was opening the innings for Rajasthan Royals, but meanwhile we'll have to get back to
What are we seeing here? Stuart Binney with a rare boundary. He has scored on the very first ball of his against Mohammad Shami. That's something to cheer about for him.
Good shot by Stuart Binney, 45 or 15, but the question is it too little, too late for him? We'll get back to that, but like I was saying, Dr. Arvind said that Ajinkya Rahane, when the tournament began, was opening the innings for the Rajasthan Royals, and if you remember him saying in an interview that if my IPL does go well, then I see myself in the World Cup. But Stuart Binney is turning up the music over here, because he's smashed another 6 on Mohammad Shami's over, and this time he's pulled it. So it's 39 or 14.
Can he change his social image here? Because he's been trolled time and again on the internet. And if he wins this one for them, he's surely getting a place in the Rajasthan Royals lineup.
Well,
and that is majestic here from him. This is similarity to Kapil Dev's Natraj shot, because he also brought one of his legs up. So maybe
compared Stuart Binney to Kapil Dev. You just compared him.
The shot.
Let's just take it easy over here. 39, 144 for 5. The score is 17.4 overs have been bowled. 39 runs now needed of 14, and finally I think he will be taking the single over here. Stuart Binney giving the strike to Rahane on the other end. So Dr. Arvind was saying that Rahane was opening the innings for Rajasthan before the World Cup squad was announced, and he also said in an interview that if my IPL does go well, then I do see myself in the middle order batting for Team India. As soon as the World Cup squad was announced, he's letting Rahul Tripathi open the innings, and he's batting at number 4.
So maybe he just wanted to prove a point. The point wasn't proved. There was no place for him in the World Cup squad, and now he certainly realized that he is not an opener. He is a number 4 player, number 5 player. And he's a good player, no question about that. He was one of the main members of the team that won in the 2011 Champions. My bad. In the Champions Trophy in 2017, was it? No,
right.
2017 was it?
Which team are you talking about again?
The Indian team which won the ICC Champions Trophy.
2013.
13. Sorry, my bad. 2013, and in 17 we lost against Pakistan. And the team that won in 2013, he was a core member of it. He was a brilliant fielder in England, and he was certainly one of the main members, but not certainly now, because the influx of talent is huge in the Indian cricket scene, and that has resulted in Rahane's oust from the Indian playing 11 as well as the squad. And if he needs a place in the team, he'll need to back it up with his performances. If they win this one from here, I'm certainly all game for them going into the playoffs, because they'll have a very high chance of winning this one. This ball is certainly a questionable one. Maybe a full toss, which was no ball, but no, nothing is given. 18 overs are done. 12 balls remaining, 37 more runs. If they score 20 odd runs in the next over, then it's certainly game on in the 20th over, which I doubt, given that in the death overs, Punjab have probably saved their best bowlers for the last, and they'll be looking for the kill now if they get a wicket or two here. Well, it's done and dusted.
Well, absolutely. Nothing less than 20 in this over is what the Rajasthan Royals will be targeting. But coming back to the YouTube comment section, Rinku Arora already congratulating Punjab and saying Balle Balle, Manu Harsi, Pawar, Naushad Khan, Rinku Arora, Jabir Ahmed, and Kumar Shahi is also here with us. 146 for 5 is the score. 18 overs have been bowled. Ajinkya Rahane is on 24 of 18 deliveries, 1 boundary. Stuart Binney is on 11 after facing 3 deliveries, and let me tell you, he's already struck a boundary and has also struck a 6 as well, with a strike rate of 366.67. So you never know, but it's the inexperienced Arshdeep Singh over here. You could take advantage of him, but I think he is a really good bowler.
But the tricky part about him is that he is a left-arm bowler. There is a rarity in the Indian cricketing scene, and along with Khalil Ahmed, now if he performs very, very well, he'll certainly have something to back his claim for a spot in the Indian team. He's a youngster. If he develops well, you never know. We might have a left-arm player here who can certainly score, who scores some good runs. If Stuart Binney, if he cannot, Arshdeep Singh has certainly trumped him. And in this particular ball, the first ball, he trumped over Rahane.
He was trying to play the slog sweep on a left-arm pace as well, and trust me, it doesn't justify Ajinkya Rahane whenever he tries to go all off really, because he is a classy batsman and he does rely on copybook shots, but he needs to get going. He needs to play his unnatural game to win Rajasthan the game. He comes down the track, plays it inside out shout, and will take 2 runs. Yes, he should. He does take double, and I think it would have been better if he gave.
If they ran the first run fast, they could have had 3, because David Miller had a misfield here. And these runs will hurt them in the long run. They don't have balls to do this. There aren't many balls left now, and they don't have the time to take it easy. Rahane needs to understand that Stuart Binney is looking in good touch. Give him a ball or 2. If he strikes 2-3 big sixes, you never know.
I think the wise thing would have been to give Stuart Binney the strike, because he's already eyeing the big boundary. He's got a 6 and a 4 under his belt. Rahane is on 26 of 20, 35 runs now needed of 10 deliveries. And yes, his innings will come to an end, most probably. Will it? Yes, it will. Tries to slog sweep it, Ajinkya Rahane. And Arshdeep Singh, what a start for him in the IPL. First getting the big wicket of Jos Buttler, followed by Ajinkya Rahane. So 2 big wickets on his first night in the IPL. The 20-year-old is having a memorable one in his hometown, Mohali. And what a shot that was. A good catch taken by Mohammad Shami, who was standing at short third man.
What a catch that was.
Good catch. Good catch taken by Mohammad Shami.
Not a great shot by Rahane, and this has been a habit of his, not great shots, and that has certainly resulted in his ousting of the Indian team, and he certainly departs now for 26 out of 21 balls, and it's very, very difficult now for this Rajasthan team. It's certainly impossible but you never know until the fat lady sings. It's all game in the game of cricket, and Arshdeep Singh still has 3 balls to go. New man in is Gopal. Will he do something? Rajasthan fans would hope that, and Punjab fans are too delighted to care about it at this point of time, because they already know that a win is eventual.
Saqib Jamal saying that Rahane is not able to cross the boundary. Well, he's not able to cross the 30-yard circle also in this game. Raj Sewat, and I think because of that innings, he might be able to move up the order again, because it's the power play where he fancies himself, and I think he might be having an argument with Tripathi, but Tripathi will be in a losing cause because Rahane is the captain.
Maybe he'll come 1 down now.
You never know, he might be able to come 1 down. It's 148 for 6. Shreyas Gopal is the man of strike, and you could see the reason why Stuart Binney should have been given the strike, because he's hit another 6 over here, so he's turning up the music. 4 deliveries, 17 runs, and could he be the unsung hero? I do remember a game when he took 6 wickets for India, when Bangladesh just needed 105 runs and he won India the game, so you never know.
You never know in the game of cricket. Until the fat lady sings, you can never ever predict the result, and this one is 77 meters, not a short boundary here. A hefty hit from Stuart Binney as the score moves on to 154 at the loss of 6 wickets. 2 balls still remaining in the 19th over, and the strike rate of Stuart Binney has climbed to 425 now, similar to that of Ravichandran Ashwin when he played a little cameo of his in the previous innings. Arshdeep Singh waiting for the 5th ball. Stuart Binney swings again, misses this time, and this might very well mark the end of Rajasthan's hopes. 29 runs to go, 7 balls remaining. It's very, very difficult at this point of time that Rajasthan pull this off. I'm saying this time and again because the little underdog fan in me hopes that we witness a miracle here, but which is highly unlikely because I support none of these two. And I would like to see a trademark game, although it will be very, very cruel on the Punjab fans. But when you see something magical on the cricket field or any sports field, you certainly feel delighted. Stuart Binney goes straight down the ground and here's it, another 6. It's a majestic from Stuart Binney as he moves on to 23 off of 6 balls, 160 up on the board for Rajasthan Royals, but the strike will go for Gopal and he'll look to have a say in this too. If he scores on the very first boundary or even if he gives a single, that we will feel that Binney will certainly back himself for the big shots now.
What a shot that was, and he's proving out to be a real asset for Rajasthan Royals. 20, he's moved on to 23 of 6, and the runs required are also 23 of 6. So you never know, if he does get the strike, he might be able to clobber it once again. And Abdullah Khair here,
mind you, if he is able to score these, he might
I think
very
they'll give
well
him the knighthood.
he might very well
They'll make him
become
the
the
prince.
fastest, highest strike rate of this season's IPL.
I think they'll make him the Prince of Rajasthan if he does that. But Abdul Khair is here with us, listening to us from Abu Dhabi. Rinku Arora, Raj Rawat is also here with us. Guneet Kaur supporting Punjab with all the flames in emoticons. Ajaz Ahmed saying that all foreigners are playing well except the Indians. Well, it's not true. Quite a few Indians are also playing very well.
Binney is playing good here.
Yes.
So
You can see Binney is playing well, so quite a few are playing well.
Mohammad Shami is quite good. KL Rahul is quite good.
Ravichandran
Ravichandran is quite good. You can't really say that Indians are playing badly. Virat Kohli has been playing sensationally. It's just that his team is not performing, but he has been good. And Gopal tries to go for a biggie against Shami, but he has been caught deep. And now he must have rotated the strike, and Binney will face the next ball, I guess. But it's Mayank Agarwal who has caught the ball, and will there be a change in strike?
Yes, there will be.
They would have ran, and Mayank Agarwal has certainly caught it near the boundary, but not enough power on it. Especially, you can't time the ball because Mohammad Shami is bowling at a pace of near 145 at that point of time. So Shreyas Gopal is gone. He faced just one delivery, and it's still 23 runs required of 5 balls now. Will that be 4 sixes in a row, or will that be 3 sixes and a 4?
Or will that be just 4 boundaries in a row? You never know. Stuart Binney is backing himself.
The next ball will certainly clear the air on this.
Is it Unadkar who took the strike? Don't tell me that it's Unadkar who took the strike, because that will be...
that will be very stupid on their part.
That will be more stupid from the Stuart Binney. That will be just unacceptable, because if you are such a senior player, I'm sure it will be Stuart Binney who will take the strike, but we'll just have to wait and watch. I'm pretty sure it has to be Stuart Binney. Why isn't the cursor moving? It has to be Stuart Binney. 19.1 overs being bowled. The score is 160 for the loss of 7 wickets. Rinku Arora already supporting Punjab and saying that they'll win. Goodbye Rajasthan, you are out of the IPL.
And your wishes have been fulfilled. Binney will take the strike now, and Mohammad Shami bowls in. Mohammad Shami bowls a beauty, and
on purpose.
Another misfill from Punjab.
He did it on purpose. Just so that he could have.
He's trying to mess with the brain of the batsman here.
Gayle was
the universe boss, and he makes gesture towards the crowd. Please forgive me. That was not what I intended to do, and it's all over for Rajasthan fans. Sadly, it has not been a bad performance for them. It's just that they haven't been able to pace.
Overs, they lost their way.
Yes, they lost the plot. They lost too many wickets, and Ajinkya Rahane, the captain, needs to come out of the shell time and again. A good field here by Mayank Agarwal, stopping another boundary. Will he take 2? Yes, he does, and that'll not affect Mohammad Shami here. 3 balls remaining, 21 runs. Unless he bowls a no ball, it's game over for Rajasthan at this point of time.
So he just needs to stick to the normal routine and bowl 3 legal deliveries. Then it's all over for Punjab. They will win the game. Kumar congratulating Punjab. Saqib saying that Hyderabad will win the title. Rinku Arora also supporting Kings 11 Punjab. And Jabir Ahmed, Arun Kagbates and many others. Manohar C. Power as well. And it's just 25 needed of 8 deliveries. Stuart Binney's on 25. He'll be the man on strike, but it's just too little, too late. Another good delivery by Mohammad Shami, a Yorker length, and just the 1 run. Or will they scamper for 2? It doesn't matter even if they do go for 2, but they do go for the 2 runs, and the score will move on to 165 after that.
It'll move on to 165, but I certainly feel that there was a point where Rajasthan could have easily captured this game when they had the opening pair after the dismissal of Josh Butler. The Tripathi was going good, and he could have stayed for 2 more overs. This could have been a very different game. In the middle overs, the run rate became quite slow, and that didn't go in Rajasthan's favour. Worked very well for Punjab though, and the fans would be delighted in the ground. He's trying for a run out there, but Ravichandran Ashwin, he must be a happy man today. His team have secured a complete win, and they have outplayed Rajasthan in various fields. Jofra Archer has been good, but not with the bat. Stuart Binney tried playing a little cameo. Brilliant fielding again by Mayank Agrawal, proving his worth time and again. Not only with the bat, he played a little cameo of his also, but in the field he has been sensational today for Punjab. You only feel a little bit of hardship for him is required because he is one prospect who has been in contention of a spot in the Indian team along with Prithvi Shaw, Rishabh Pant. But if he plays well, he can certainly provide that at the number 4 spot, which has been in question time and again for the Indian team.
Right, Paritosh, but you could just see the difference that last over brought, because there's 17 runs now required of 1 delivery, and that final over gave 18 runs. And had it been the bowler restricted, Hail Dhaval Kulkarni bowled at a much tighter length. But this time, let me tell you, the final ball goes for a boundary. Mayank Agarwal did attempt to stop the ball. Benny's heroic, or should I say, a brief cameo of 33. A fighting, a gritty knock by him does come to an end. He goes unbeaten, but it was a knock. I'm sure he has solidified his claim for the rest of the tournament. The match has been won by Kings 11 Punjab, and if you ask me, it was that final over by Ravichandran Ashwin, that 5 bowled 17 runs, which hampered the game for Rajasthan and won the game for the Kings 11 Punjab, 170 for 7. And if I just run you down to the scorecard, Punjab has won you the game by 12 runs. Rahul Tripathi was dismissed for 50 after 45 deliveries. Ashwin got his wicket. Josh Butler for 23 after 17 couldn't do much. Arshdeep Singh got his first ever IPL wicket, and it was a big one. It was Josh Butler. Sanju Samson was bowled by a brilliant delivery by Ravichandran Ashwin on 27. Ajinkya Rahane was dismissed by Arshdeep Singh once again by Shami. Ashton Turner was dismissed for 0 by Ashwin. Jofra Archer was dismissed by Shami on 1 by Shami. Stuart Binney played a good knock of 33 of 11 and would remain unbeaten. Shreyas Gopal was dismissed by Shami once again. And if you talk about the bowling figures, Kulkarni took 1 wicket, 37. If you talk about the bowling figures, then Arshdeep Singh took 2 wickets for 43 runs in 4 overs. Mujibur Rahman 24 runs in his 3 overs. Murugan Ashwin 4 overs, 24 runs, 1 wicket. Ravichandran Ashwin, the pick of the bowlers, 4 overs, 24 runs, 2 wickets. And Mohammad Shami 4 overs, 46 runs and 2 wickets. Mandeep Singh 1 over, 8 runs. So the innings has come to an end. The game has come to an end. Kings 11 Punjab have won the game by 12 runs, and that is it from our behalf. And tomorrow there will be another game. We will just tell you which game.
SRH.
It'll be Sunrise Hyderabad versus
The South Indian Derby here will be the next fixture on the trot in the IPL, the 33rd game of the IPL, and we'll see you with that also right at Sports Flashes. And have a great night, and until next time, see you guys in tomorrow's match.